so let's mute this for the most part. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream of, what are we playing again? Oh, yeah, that's right, RogueTech. So we're going to splash on over here, and we're about to continue the adventures of Apollo's Vipers. Now, for some reason, my chat is not displaying properly. This is not good, because I can see it in Twitch that people are talking, but for some reason, I can't quite see it in my actual chat thing, which is interesting. Seriously, no, game, why you fail? Why are you failing? We need to see the people. We need to see the people chat. And it needs to be on there. Oh, it's not as important as it used to be. It used to be that we were streaming to 3 different platforms, and suddenly the chat needed to be, well, everywhere. But, hello, Sproke. Hello, Rekgar. Hello, Executor. Hello, Elmarby. You are still the top cheer. Hello, Autobot. Hello, Otter Holds Hands. Hello, everybody. Still very, very odd. This new design is strange. What design? What odd designs have you constructed, Sproke, for us? Also put a couple of snubs on. Oh, the Mechs. Yes. So this is very, very concerning to me, actually. Why do no work? Allow me to attempt to sort this out as fast as possible, because I don't know why it's not working. We're going to come over here to the Twitch stuff icon. I'm trying to mess around with my OBS now to figure out exactly what's gone wrong. I will come over now here to, not settings, but embed in stream. Copy this URL. And paste said URL. Same bloody URL, okay. Well, the stream's coming through fine. It just seems that the chat service is a bit far behind. That is a bit of a problem. We're gonna have to go and figure that out. So Twitch has a new design. Oh, maybe that's messing with it. Okay, that's not cool. I don't want that. I want all the new cool stuff. Unfortunately, that is going to be we'll have to work on that later. So I will attempt to keep up track with the messages, and then I will probably figure out a different way of putting the chat in the thing. It'll probably have something to do with OBS. I will do that during a loading screen. Anyway, welcome everybody. Hello, Senator. Senor MTD. So, alright, so let's get this thing mostly sorted. We have moved planets. First and foremost, we spent about 17 days traveling to the brand new planet of Grant's Station. The reason why? We basically ran out of cool missions to do at the other place. I'm going to be honest, Grant Station didn't have also amazing cool missions like I was kind of hoping for. It's got some interesting-ish ones, but not quite like the 2 skull paddles that I desperately crave and desire. By the way, I'm coming through okay on you guys on Twitch, right? No YouTube upload? I did YouTube upload. In fact, I sent it live like 5 minutes ago. So you need to double check that. It should be. That's what it said when it said I told it to publish it, unless it suddenly failed on that. So anyway, we have basically nobody actually changed. All of our mechs were in good condition the last time we had left. And the only one who actually leveled up was Jester had gotten his 7th level in piloting for the additional stuff. It ain't there. This is the second time that's happened to you, Sproke. They're soon trademark. So we are having all sorts of technical difficulties today. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have to power through them anyway. Hello, Ghost. See, Ghost sees it. Sprogue, you have failed. You're failing? Alright, so all the mechs are perfectly fine. We also leveled up Exodus, I think it was. He got an additional level of gunnery or something. So aside from that, everybody's doing pretty gosh darn good so far. And there's brand new missions to be taken on this amazing contract of a planet. At least I hope it's an amazing contract of a planet. We are going to find out relatively soon. And we'll start with an assassinated 2 skulls, because why the heck not? We're going to take all this stuff, because we're currently doing okay on all the cash, and this will make Clan Barak happy, which we kind of wanted to move towards Clan Barak, although there has been some pushback on that as people want us to join Wolf, because they like the doggies. Can Howl spare some clan tech for... no. Just no. Unfortunately, you guys are operating in 2 very different timelines. Alright, let's go check out, see all of the pilots that I kind of T-bone. I'm going to put you inside the drop bear because you're deadly and dangerous. I'll put Arclight inside the Lego for the extra accuracy. This will put Coach and Ek there, basically swappable for anything we want, the Commando and the Locust. And so we'll just drop everybody down on top of this. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go over and see if I can't change over my stream chat icon thing of whatever. So I'll go to OBS Streamlabs. See if I can't sort that out kind of soon. I will try and keep track of the chat while I actually do this. Who does not like doggies? This is true. There are very few... Is there a Clan Novacat? I think there's a Clan Novacat. So... But I want to go do Streamlabs because I already am not caring about your other thing, and that'll be fine. We'll get the chat all sorted out soon. Tex doesn't like Tex just doesn't like clanners. I mean, that's not really a statement about dogs. That's a statement about clanners. Let's see. Do I want all widgets? Is that... Yes, chat box. We'll grab that. Yeah, some basic tutorials. I don't need them. Copy the URL widget. Come over back to my OBS. Go to the chat thing. Open that one. Let's see if we can't change chat around. And so I don't know what it's going to look like, but hey, maybe it'll pop up and we'll see cool things or not, as the case may be. Although perhaps somebody will need to chat before it'll start updating, or maybe it's not in the proper format for things. I'm going to keep on... Ah, there we go! Sprog says, at least dark mode Twitch looks okay with the new Twitch design. I must say, ain't a huge fan. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So I haven't actually taken a chance to actually look at the new Twitch design, so you've got one over on me for this one. So I'm going to be honest, I'm not... that's fine. I'm not super happy with the way that it fades out. Though, yeah, they are some huge letters, and they disappear, which is not cool, but we're still prepping for combat, so I can manage a couple of things. I want to set the theme to boxed. That'll work. And is there a way I can make it so it doesn't go away? Always show messages. There we go. And we'll save the settings, and maybe that will sort out all of our stuff. There it is in boxed form now. Thank God for loading screens. Thank God for RogueTech loading screens, which can take forever. Oh, RogueTech is just... And we'll cut this down to like 16 pixels. Save settings. Alright, let's see how that actually turned out to be on the thing. It looks okay for me, Sprug. What do you think? Do you think it's too big or too small? Alright, show me the letters. The letters are right there. Can you not see them? So unfortunately, we had to go to a whole new system. Hopefully also it hasn't, broken for the first mission of the day, because I actually haven't saved this one yet. So there will be a save marker for us starting the mission, but other than that, it's going to be all kinds of problems and difficulties. Looks good. Alright, glad to see it. Although from this angle, I can't actually read names, so that's a bit of a problem for me. Huh. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. You know what? I don't need it. I can just look over the Twitch thing. It's just... I'm not used to looking at the Twitch thing. It'll be fun. Stream it? No, that's something else. That's the testing stuff they have. So how do I make you pop out? Because there should be a way to make you pop out. There we go. The pop-out box. Perfection in and of itself. Yeah, I think we may have actually broken at the very, very beginning. It's kind of annoying that the background is not transparent. You want it not transparent, Sprog? Does everybody want this thing not transparent? Because we can absolutely do that. That is wholly within our power at this moment. So we can actually go in and take away the boxed style. I quite like the box style. Make it look like old school Twitch. We'll make it look like old school Twitch. Sprog is a man who does not like change. He does not like new things. He's very much old school to the max, and you cannot change him. And hopefully that'll have changed how things are going on. Yeah, I think we're busted. I don't want to say that for sure just yet, actually, because it's still sort of processing on something, but yeah. I found on YouTube a tabletop channel for BattleTech Death from Above Gaming's Not Too Bad. Oh, is that the whatchamacallit, the one that the Harebrained Schemes developers actually did? They did a BattleTech campaign, tabletop, more role-playing than anything else, but that was the main thing that they kind of did. I keep starting it, and then I never quite get past the point just before they're about to drop. Oh, I've been trying to get into it, but I struggle. We have names for not just random numbers? Indeed. Well, maybe not you. You are, after all, an Autobot mech, so that may not think. He don't like anything. Hello, Lauradell. Welcome to the stream. What is Sprog not liking specifically? Oh, yeah, Sprog doesn't like anything, obviously. Why did I not think of this before? Okay, I'm going to give it just a little bit longer, and if it doesn't recover very shortly, I'm going to basically trash it, because it's probably busted, which is really annoying, because it's just the way to begin. There we are. The YouTube video just showed up. I think it just doesn't like you in Sweden, Sprog. I think that's probably what the case is going to be on this one. So... I think it's a kill. I think so too, unfortunately. So the only thing that stopped me from saying that is because it took like 10 minutes the one time to actually load this up for me. I did all the... No, I didn't. We'll do the hard kill like this. The last time I actually had to do this, or the last time I thought it had broken, it had in fact not broken. And instead what ended up happening was it just took like 10 minutes to actually load up the mission. Now, it was an urban combat environment, which, would make a heck of a lot of sense. But hey, yes, Matthias, you have missed absolutely nothing. So everything is perfectly as it need be. Everybody else had the same issue last time. Well, no, that was the one time. But now you just seem to be the only one who's being affected by this one. It happens sometimes? Yeah, unfortunately. So this is the second time that it's happened to us in about a week and a half. Yeah, in about a week. So it's not the biggest of errors. And in fact, this has not happened to me in recording so far. So Howl's Harrows are all the way up through, I want to say tomorrow's episode is probably the most recent one, because I had to take a little bit of a break from recording them. I was happy I had a little bit of buffer in between the two. But that means that you guys got to see today the big battle that occurred with Lady Aleko's catapult. Hello, spirits. Welcome to the stream. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. We've had to blow out and reset the game entirely, because unfortunately, just a couple of minor problems have occurred. We will get this all sorted and jump right back into the fight in basically no time at all. Or when no time at all, I'd probably be about 5 minutes. So if you want to go get a drink, maybe pop some popcorn, now is the best time to do it. I'm just saying it only showed up when it had one view. I think it just doesn't like you, Sprog. I think that YouTube has finally turned on you. It has realized all the times you have insulted it, and it is no longer up for that. All the times you've said you shouldn't be using YouTube at all, you should be using Twitch, and YouTube ain't having any more of that. No, sirree. It wants to punish you. Let's go later how it's going to actually doing. Okay, we're on the mod tech injection finally. So we will be loading base urban software, merging, syncing database, which is the best part of the actual load thing. YouTube scripts. Oh, come on. We started on YouTube and we started strong on YouTube. We did a lot of work. I don't know how many Gauss rifles can fit onto a stalker. I would imagine 3 at least. 4 if you're clan. Maybe more if you actually manage to cram on... oh, there we go. Maybe more if you actually manage to cram on a whole bunch of weight-saving equipment. Depends on how many XL engines you want. So I need Apollo's career, and we're going to pre-mission weakest links. That way everybody will already be set up except for my, second Lance pilots, because it doesn't know how to save that just yet. Although I have mild confidence that it may occur someday. Yeah, I'd figure about 4 Gauss rifles, because 4 Gauss rifles will be 48 tons of pod space. Assuming, of course, you're using Clan Gauss rifles. If you're losing... stream dead? No, stream is fine. Stream is loading. You'll notice that there is an inspiring guitar solo currently playing in the upper left-hand corner. Have you cleaned your save? I'm not up to like 1,000 days yet. We're like 300. But yeah, I'll probably go in and use the save game cleaner on the save game editor thing, because that is the one thing you can use. Stalker has a lot of room. You can fit a few clan rifles. Although 48 tons of pod space is a lot of pod space to have to fill up. Also, if you go with a smaller engine and lots of weight-saving equipment and weight-saving engines, now you'll probably be restricted by hard points on most stalkers. Sorry, watching your Starfleet command vids up to your battleship. Oh, that's awesome. Which season? I assume you're on season 15, which is our Romulan season. Be sure to back up your save just in case. Yeah, I've got a couple of backups, actually, because I'm moderately paranoid. Anytime I touch this thing whatsoever, it's like, you know what, I'm just going to copy the mod save folder and just move it to the side, which has made life a lot easier, by the way. Because it used to be I had to go all the way to find the actual save data thing in the app data, and that was just pain. Clan Gauss rifle is only 14... Clan Gauss rifle should be 12 tons, isn't it? At least that's what it is in RogueTech. So Clan Gauss rifles are 12 tons. Inner Sphere Gauss rifles are 15 tons. Silver bullets are 14, or at least silver bullet pirates are 14. Light Gauss rifles are also 12 tons. And delete the joke file? Yep. Oh, you're including ammo? Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes some sense. Alright, let's give this another try. Let's see if we can actually get this thing sorted and rock and rolling. The one weird thing about watching this on Twitch now, instead of just having it in OBS on the side thing, is that I don't get to see what's actually happening in real time on the screen. Okay, Firestarter, Urban Mech, Lego, the Commando, and the Locust, both of which are TCs. Arclight in the Lego, that puts Coach inside the Commando. Ek goes in the Locust, and we throw T-Bone in the Drop Bear. And we drop on this thing as fast as we can actually get things in. It's recommended to each 1,000 days. Yeah, we've only got like 300 something in the safe, which is one of the reasons I haven't bothered to do the clean out just yet, because there doesn't seem to be a point, because we haven't reached that level of needing anything just yet. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in the fact that my my cool little Black Ops camo thing has now disappeared from the chat box. That was kind of a fun thing that we had. Why is that? Because the save file collects a whole bunch of garbage data that it doesn't ever need, but it never gets rid of it. So it keeps adding and adding and adding to that list, and it makes loading and save times longer and longer and longer. Really, it's bad optimization is the best way to put it, actually. But yeah, just every 1,000 days, use a save game editor. Take your save, just run the cleaner on it. It'll resolve some problems you might have, especially if you build in a whole ton of equipment that you carry like we do. We're kind of a little bit kleptomaniacs. If you do that a lot too, same thing. Yes, blame Unity. Unity has a lot of problems. It's a really fun and interesting engine that you can modify a lot, but it has problems. Case in point, Caribou Space Program, which is getting a second game at some point, which is going to be really, really fun. Unfortunately, that's not going to be on this channel. At least I don't think it is. We don't really play, you know, space stuff. By which I mean realistic space stuff. Okay, I really can't even say that because Battletech is about as real space as you can probably get in most science fiction settings. I mean, it ain't The Expanse, but it definitely tries in order to try and be a little bit more realistic, especially with space travel and combat. We don't play little green men in space. I feel really reasonably accurate in saying that because we are not working for the Capellans, so we should be good on that statement right there. By the way, did anybody notice if this was an urban map or not? Because I, for the life of me, didn't actually pay attention to that. Just sort of breezed on through to see if we couldn't get to the actual dropping part. Actually, not included as the same issue. On tabletop, if you run an XL extra light engine, you have 64 tons of pod space. Oh, yes, you have so much to work with that one. 64 tons of pod space, you could actually cram in a 5th Gauss rifle at that point, and you'd still have enough room for ammunition, because you would be at 56 tons. You're 4 tons shy of being able to cram in a 6th Gauss rifle. That is a lot of fun. Oh, that would be a lot of fun. Now, you'd be a little bit light on ammo, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd have 6 tons of ammo. If you use double ammos, that gives you an additional 25% ammo per ton. So 25% on top of 16 is your like 18 to 20 rounds or something like that. So you've got a lot of ammunition with that one. This was tropical. Tropical, not topical. A little bit of armor would be nice, though. Oh, you mean like if you stripped everything off and just run an XL engine? But this is without Fendo. The problem with Endo and Pharaoh is they take up a lot of crit slots, and at that point you're talking 16 criticals? Well, it's of 72, so that's not the biggest deal ever. Although, not all that is free space, is it? Wait, no, it's not 72, it's 48, right? 72 or 48. I forget how many internal criticals there are. Okay, I think this is just going to take a long time to actually load up. I'm not actually going to blame this mission for anything. We're just going to give it a little bit of time, and we'll chat along the way as we're doing it. Not liking this? Neither am I. I'm getting quite irritated by it, but I'm kind of hoping that it'll resolve itself. They often do, and once they sort of get that first loadout, that's when they sort of start working a little bit better. They stop sort of glitching out as much. But the question, of course, is managing to get to that first loadout. Unless, of course, we've managed to reach the end of the game, and they've decided that our progress is far too much to ever actually try to get to again. I mean, Clack stuff has only 4 crit slots, so it's not a large weapon. 4 crit slots actually is a pretty big weapon. I mean, compared to an AC-20, sure, I guess not, but when you're talking about AC-2s and 5s and the entire SRM tree, it's a fairly decent-sized weapon. It's a little train that could. I believe in it. As long as it's not giving me just infinite spinning, I think it's processing. So if this were spinning until the end of time, then I would say that it's busted, but because it's actually frozen is what actually gives me hope. So it may just need time. So double question with RogueTech, can it be made to run smoother than actual Battletech game? Running my Battletech chunks up, kind of depends. Yeah, I was talking about the game too, Lauren. Kind of depends. If you're early game and you don't have a lot of equipment, RogueTech will run smooth as butter. However, if you are late game and you have 8 bajillion things and you're day 4,000, you've never run the cleaner, then less so. Then we have a mech with a bad tag? Shouldn't be. Oh, unless it's random. Well, no, it's random rolls every time, right? Yeah, every time you start a new mission, it re-rolls the opposition. Although if it was a mech with a bad tag, it would be doing something a little bit different, right? Battletech's memory issues? Yup. Most Unity games do. So, yeah, this is really curious. It has never actually died on me twice in a row, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to give it some time. So, but it just really does not seem to want to be working today. I need to... I need to invest in... Might need a ticket? I'm not eligible for tickets right now, Otter. Unfortunately, my game is modified, so I cannot operate with the ticket system right now. Try another mission? Yeah, we'll give that one more shot. Cursed, maybe? Could be. You've seen this happen before. Enlightened us. Did it just move? Or was that just me alt-tabbing? I really don't want to kill it, because that's the thing. It moved? Oh, right. So in that case, I'm not going to touch it. Go back. So the moment, yeah, there we go. We just needed to alt-tab out of the game. That was the solution. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's roll. Yep. Okay, so we have the entire lands. It is beautiful to drop 8 mechs all the time. Although we only have 8 mechs, so we really can't do it all the time. But yes, we have our lovely little lance. We have Coach and our little commando over here. What is the commando actually equipped with? Oh yeah, it's ER large, medium pulse, and tags and all kinds of crazy stuff. Tag of the locust, which is streaks as usual, and clear that because that's irritating. Arclight is of course in the Lego, the silver bullet Gauss. So then we have T-Bone with all the mediums and ER mediums in the drop bear, and also that MRM-20, which makes it so much fun. Apollo, of course, in the Viper, which is a snub and 2 mediums. We are in the market right now for a heavy large. If we can get our hands on that, we can have a lot of fun with it. Punisher and the Mama Bear, which may be a little less powerful than I kind of had been hoping. Jester with, of course, the tag arrow, which we must be careful with. And Exodus in his sort of, I'm not quite sure how to describe it, sort of a buzzsaw. Don't tell me about the random application gameplay during my looting screen after my team got captured. Reloaded the game dozens of times to see if I can answer. Oh, that sucks, Marby. Alright, so the drop bear actually does work out quite nicely. It seems to be a fairly solid mech, especially because it's very fast and it's got stealth technology on top of it. Okay, so I kind of do and I don't want to go over this mountain, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reserve, because the moment I pop this mountain, these targets are going to have the whatchamacallit, the thing about the hoods mode, they're going to have spawn protection, which means first turn sensors are offline, nobody gets to hit anybody all that accurate. So we're going to pop over the hill, we're going to try and shoot down to them and hopefully manage to get something done. So if we manage to pull that off, then we can start off quite strong and we'll have destroyed the supporting wolf forces just in time for the reinforcements to have arrived. Now, I do want somebody to take a peek, so we'll have the drop bear do it, because the drop bear is least likely to get killed thanks to the stealth armor. Hi, we've located a cicada and a cicada. Okay, so we got multiple cicadas over here. We do have a beautiful target on this one, so we're going to fire everything we got. And just drill. I love this. I want an MRM-30 because they're more fun, but I will work with an MRM-20. So Cicada 2C, a Phoenix Hawk, as well as a Cicada 2C. So triple cicadas and a Phoenix Hawk. It's a pretty serious accidental reverse slope defense for the AI. They're giving it their best. Unfortunately, I don't think they quite realized. Oh yeah, we brought way more than they can handle. Ooh, not going to be able to get to that slope on this turn. That is disappointing. We will get as close as we can so that we can actually pop up above the ridge in the next round. We are a little bit handicapped a bit on Mama Bird because Mama Bird cannot handle, pardon me, that sort of a close range combat so soon, but we'll get our best done here. I think I may want to try and fight this Phoenix Hawk, because if I can hit this Phoenix Hawk hard enough and kill it, yeah, that's not going to happen. But I can shoot accurately at you. No, we really should be focusing on this guy, because he's got an electronic countermeasure system on board, and that's going to serve as a major problem. Why is the Viper's head black if it isn't damaged? It has an armored cowl on it in order to give it a little bit of additional headshot protection, so it is not black, it is in fact super protected. That's the excuse, and the true fact of why we're actually doing things. Yeah, we're going to shoot Cicada. Get the damage done when you can, and structure exposed already. Easy time? Probably. We're going to have to figure out which mech we want to use to bring up with that. Have we started a fire? No, apparently it's just really red water. So something tells me that they actually talked about this in certain prophecies. You're not going to be able to do it, and the Locust 2C also does not have electronic countermeasures, but that's okay. If you don't need it, it's fine. Just relax. Do I not see that cicada? There's that cicada. He's the one I wanted to kill. After all, we have exposed armor on him, so we may as well take advantage. And we got some shots on. We have managed to destroy his shoulder already, so he's clearly not having the best of days. The Commando is also going to be another one of those targets that is going to be on the reverse slope, but soon we'll crest and annihilate everything. And we'll lock him down as well. Fire support target? Potentially, eventually. The Arctic Cheetah can absolutely get within range, and the Arctic Cheetah does have an electronic countermeasure, so we will activate that system, and then we will also activate the enhanced imaging to make sure that we get a truly accurate shot on this one. Allow it to reprocess our actual movement, and there we go. So we will now sprint forward, get ourselves in that perfect position, and you do have multi-target, which I will take advantage of now, and you're going to multi-target mostly at him, but some at him as well. And we're going to set the Bravo tag over to target. That's going to be beautiful. All systems are go, fire. Roger. Oh, lovely. So we did actually manage to expose the structure, and then accurate artillery fire has destroyed the leg. This is how you field an Arctic Cheetah, clearly. Drop Bear has 2 lots. I'm not sure I understand that. Oh, ooh, the pilot not having a good day broke his left arm as he came crashing down as well. Did that take out his entire shoulder? How did he have the... Oh, probably just from the falling down. This never gets... Yeah, the ability to drop down artillery on somebody is always a lot of fun. We will now shift on forward with the Lego, and the Lego will have a 40% accuracy according to this. That may not actually be true. We could find out. It's actually a 71% accuracy. Oh, it is so very tempting to fire the... Yeah, we're gonna fire in cluster mode. And that's why we fired in cluster, to make sure that we did all the critical hits to rip out his engine, because we knew that this guy had an XL engine. So goodbye to the Phoenix Hawk taken care of. Cougar, you're on next. Oh, and the Cougar's going to be able to crest the hill perfectly fine too. Lovely. Is it buzzsaw time? Oh, you better believe it. Let's rip on into him and fire all the missiles to go with it. He's having a bad day. So nice job all around. Enhanced imaging switches to the mid-90s CGI. Activate enhanced imaging. Oh, I really wanted to use that quote as something for like one of the emotes of people like follow and stuff, but I ended up not being able to figure out a way to do it. Well, I could have if I had spent more time at it, and I didn't have the time. Wow, you actually are not terrible. I mean, you're basically a super pulse laser generator, which I suppose is the best thing that most cicadas can ever hope to be. So I'm not trying to be mean, but it's true. Locusts are pretty, or not locusts, but cicadas are pretty terrible. I think I'm just gonna drill into this. Ooh, we could drill into his buddy downstairs. Is that worth it? No, I have a perfect shot here. Don't give up the perfect shot for the good shot. So more drilling. And there goes his right arm. So now we have most of that taken care of. More engine crits to be had. He will hopefully die soon. And we do need to make sure that we remember to deactivate the enhanced imaging on the Arctic Cheetah, because if we don't, apparently it doesn't actually show the rate in which it's stacking up failure. So we do need to keep that in mind so we don't accidentally, blow up the cockpit. Eck! Your Locust is in not the position that I needed to be. Actually, it could be. You have shooting scoot, so you may as well take the precision shot. Go for his other leg, because we have a potential to steal stuff, and that's always cool. He's also got a double heatsink kit, which we'd like to save. We're going to pop out back over to here, try and keep ourselves somewhat nimble and protected. Punisher. Oh, the mama bird is about to crest this hill and is about to have some fun. That's the Cougar. I don't want to accidentally shoot it, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to position ourselves like so. I'm going to target the guy on the ground, because if I can take out his legs fast enough, I can save his really cool gear. So engine crit again, so I don't think we actually managed to get that called shot to the leg that we were kind of hoping for. But with any luck, we will manage to fix things to work properly. Spoke there representing the Lego emote. We actually have a second emote. It's basically Irby, except he has, a pimp hat and everything like that. We decided to name him the Pimpy. I'm not entirely sure what possessed me to make it, but I was in the middle of just messing around with Photoshop with it, and then said, hey, Sprog, look what I made. Sprog was like, you must use this as an emote. And so it is there. He also insisted it had to be at the top level, so we're still working on trying to figure out what other emotes to make. We are actually 3 subs away from being able to get another extra emote, which would be really cool. But we're going to have to wait on that for just a little bit. Oh yeah, got to shut off your electronic countermeasure to electronic countermeasure. And we also need to turn off your enhanced imaging lest you explode. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Yes, thank you, Sproke, for mentioning that as well. So who do I want you to kill? Really, you're in a good position to just murder basically everybody. You have shooting scoot, wipe out the leg. I'm trying to take this thing reasonably intact. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull it off, but we're trying. Enhanced imaging blows up. Great. The animation switches to season Gurren. Yes, it can explode. Unfortunately, enhanced imaging is vulnerable to, well, exploding, because if you use it too much, it just sort of overwhelms the vision circuits. I'm not entirely sure why it would explode in your face. Maybe it fries your brain. We'll go with that one. Okay, both legs destroyed. We managed to save his center torso and his XL engine. We have 2 Clan XLs, so I'm not super into saving all of that, but hey, that was worth it. Yes, this one cicada we could have just kept drilling into and caused all the pain in the work, but it works out. I wonder if your ECM and the IFF work together if you're flicking one to ECM. I think yes. I think they do stack, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check the stats, which I rarely do. And miss, but he did manage to start a fire on top of the drop bear, so the drop bear is cooking. XL engines sell for a lot. Yes, they do indeed, but really it's the Clan double heatsink that I kind of wanted. Although I don't have as many Clan double heatsinks as one might imagine. Why is my chance to hit so terrible? Is somebody else jamming in here? Doesn't look like it. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm on fire and they don't like it. I mean, I can sympathize that they don't want to be on fire. Yeah, it must be the fact that we're just on fire. Let's go target him. Yeah, we're going to cook a little bit, but hey, who cares? We're perfectly fine, right? Engine crits have been dealt. He's starting to have a little bit of pain on him. Arclight can come around with the Lego, and we'll, of course... Ooh, did Arclight actually jam the gun? Did not. Okay, so set the sucker back to normal mode so we don't actually break it, lest we, lose access to one of our best guns. I don't think IFF can switch ECM. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they stack so that if you set your system to ECCM, that the IFF jammer would still be covering and giving you some benefit of ECM, even though that your primary ECM system is switched over to counter jamming. That's what I'm saying. Why not hover over the numbers and it'll tell you what the percentage is so bad? Yeah, I could. I'm lazy. That's pretty much the main thing. We will move up here with the commando, and the commando, yeah, I don't know if I trust that or not. Like I thought, it was lying to us. We'll light tag, medium pulse, and ER large, so let's have a party. Managed to miss every single shot, you know, into the side of the Lego, which is lovely, and made the cicada unsteady. Doesn't really matter, but hey, we're gonna be fine. Congrats, got this juicy center pits. Wait, that's Lego duck. Yes, the Lego needs to duck and to avoid epic damage. Cicada on the move. He's going to position himself and rear attack the Lego. Only managed to hit him twice. Once with a tag and once with a medium laser, so nothing too terrible. And also, this mech is incredibly vulnerable. Timon in the drop air. It's time to kill somebody. Who we kill is entirely up to us. So let's go. You're untouched. You're untouched. So we've been basically focusing on you. And it's perfectly okay that we just want to continue to shoot at you. Do you legitimately just have a target if you stand still? So, mech is on fire, that's all the things that matter. Initiative, we are low on initiative. Vision and sensors, detail check, tactics +3. Apparently, I do not have the kind of shot that I really want, and the shot that I desire needs to be, well, frankly, right here. So I will position myself like so, epically carefully, and still terrible accuracy. Jeez, that's not nice. Fire! Let's see if I can just flood him with it. That's what I was hoping for. Right torso and right leg destroyed. He's going to be on the ground, and we're going to attempt to see if we can't take out his other leg later on. God, those others are bad. Various reasons can go. However, the percentage will give you the breakdown. Yeah, but it's not worth the time most of the time. Arctic Cheetah, you have a target on a down target. If I move slightly to the side, and we shall do exactly that so that we can just hopefully rip off his legs. So target the legs, everything you got, fire. Please don't kill the thing, we want to steal the thing. So Clan XL engines and other clan bits are always lovely to take, so please don't break it. Continue to target the leg. We are starting to get a little bit toasty, but hey, it's not as bad as it could be. You missed with the snub. That's really disappointing, not gonna lie. Ek brings up the Locust. The Locust is in a good position to just continue to drill into that leg. Engine crits all around. His foot has been destroyed. His lower leg has been destroyed, and he's panicking, but apparently he's not panicking enough to actually try and get out of the mech, so I'm not sure I have much sympathy for the man. He's clearly not that afraid. I love that you only kill him a little bit. We're trying very carefully to only kill slightly. You have barely any health left. I will drill everything. It's not that much damage. As long as it doesn't all hit the center torso. Both legs destroyed, left leg destroyed. Alright, we got that one as well. So we got 2 center torsos that we've managed to save, for the most part. And now we can just keep pressuring. I love the fact that they apparently decided to put their supporting force lines so far away from everything else. So we've basically been able to body them this whole time. So they're down to 2 cicadas. Yeah, we killed a Phoenix Hawk, then we killed a cicada, then we killed... Oh yeah, we're facing a star. Duh, we're in clan space. Of course we're facing stars. So... And we did kill them just as the proper amount. If we had managed to take out that other torso. Call him Miracle Max. Yes, call them Miracle Max. He's only mostly dead. Mostly dead is slightly alive. Alright, so let's see what they're going to do. After all, they've got a little bit more action. But, oh, Punisher's about to come up. We all know what happens when Mama Bird gets in the fight. Alright, I may use Arclight first. Arclight is particularly good at breaking legs, we've noticed. Yeah, target the leg. Penetrator hit. Hey, bridging shot ignores cover. 70 damage right on through. Did not even care at all. More heat sinks means more lasers. This is true. The greatest benefit of grabbing heat sinks is not the fact that you need just awesome kit. It's because you got more stuff. Hey, Mama Bird ain't gonna shoot nobody just yet. Although Mama Bird is going to have to maneuver probably somewhere off over here to get an accurate shot. So yeah, these 3 mechs probably might need to duck a little bit. Although, is Mama Bird a duck? I don't think we know. A little bit more incoming laser spam towards the Cougar, but the Cougar doesn't really care because the Cougar's in good condition. We gotta do something about modifying the Cougar, but I'm so surprised you decided to just stand still. Maybe I shouldn't be, but it really seems like a bad idea. Yeah, duck. And there goes the left arm. I'm gonna be honest, the left arm was not exactly the intention. It was in fact the left leg. So if somebody could go back and, you know, rectify that a little bit, that'd be great. We would cook a little bit. I will shut off this. I will shut off this, and that'll keep us under the temperature because we don't need to drill that badly. And we only need a little bit more damage. The LRMs should be good enough to take out his leg. He's on the ground. And we tore out the left torso too. A little less than ideal. We were trying to not do that. Well, we're managing to save a lot of cicada parts today. We could actually build a cicada already with the ones that we have managed to not destroy. The drawbear is not particularly good at, you know, taking out people's legs. When they're on the ground already. He is fairly decent at taking people's legs out when they're still standing, so we're going to attempt to do that. So lots of drilling with that MRM. I need to get like Inferno MRMs just to make everything work out beautifully. Mama Bird takes care of Lego by killing cicada birds. Alrighty, Mama Bird is actually ready to rock and roll again. We're going to target that other leg, and maybe I shouldn't fire everything, but I'm going to.
That was a critical hit, lad.
Yeah, but did you break the thing I wanted? You did not. In fact, you placed far too much emphasis on placing shots center torso, which I didn't want. But hey, we'll work with it. Apollo, you're cooking a little bit. Yes, yes indeed. So we will shut off one of the medium heavies because that is a lot more accuracy and damage. And I think we have a center torso that has currently been broken open, which, you know, we don't want to do. We would like to take the mech reasonably intact. Black Knight them. So much damage from the drop bear. The drop bear is fascinating. If I can get, if there are Inferno MRMs, I really, really want them. Because the amount of damage we could deal with them would be hilarious. Fire! Oh, unfortunately we managed to miss with that large laser. That's not going to be grand. He is feeling a little bit stressed, but I don't think that's going to matter. He'll probably die before it actually becomes an issue. I'll probably do need to chill this mech out for just a little bit. Maybe just not fire a large laser in the next round. It will be fine. It's a well-balanced killing machine. It's fairly balanced. Yeah. But again, Inferno MRM ammo will make it a monster. If it exists. Which I think it does. Because if you can imagine firing 20 missiles into a target that give heat, and not just a little heat, like 3 heat each. So that would be awesome. Little light fire coming up towards the Cougar, and also managing to nick off the Lego in the back. If you don't move, you're going to die. His shutdown override has been successful, so I suppose he's planning on attempting not death. You have also demonstrated you are exceptionally good at ripping people's legs off, so I'm going to attempt to give you a chance to do that. There's the direct line of sight. There are flames along the way, which is not something I can deal. But I can avoid the flames just by going like there. Okay, ECM, fire at the side. And you missed. You missed by like 1% too, which is extra not good. The Cougar, I don't want to use for this job, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to turn on one of the small lasers again. And that's an engine destruction. A little bit unfortunate. You want dead fire MRMs? MRMs are already dead fire, but then again, so are SRMs. And nobody seemed to care. Alright, temperature under control, didn't need to move. The wolf leader is somewhere off here. I'm not quite sure why he's so far away from the action. He must be a coward. That's exactly the story that I'm going to go tell people once we finally actually, you know, tell the tall tale of what happened here today. The wolf leader was a coward. He avoided the actual battle and thus left his people to die. Wow, that did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to. Arglite! Can we get the Lego to have a direct line of sight, please? I saw it. There it is. Let's see if we can't rip his leg off. You do have a breaching shot no matter what you do, so it's beautiful. Another engine crit, so apparently Lego wants to drill. Must be from the inner sphere. Apollo. We must keep up the attempt to breach through that armor, or are we done here? Yeah, we could be done here if we wanted, but I'm going to attempt to be extra cheeky to try and steal. Sprint, please. To try and steal as much as I can. Shift on over here. We are going to cook ourselves just a wee bit. That's kind of why, because I was hoping to actually break him down, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And Jester, Arctic Cheetah's in a fairly good spot. Does have a tag, but we're not going to use it because that would be stupid. The Arctic Cheetah, nobody apparently has a shot from where they stand. There we go. Drop bear, probably going to kill it. But hey. Yeah, it blew out the engine. It did get the leg too, but blew out the engine first. Yes, indeed. That's actually probably the most accurate portrayal of what had happened ever. We have a long trip to make, so I don't need to worry about spores, I just need to worry about flames, and even then I don't really care, because all of that will dissipate by the time we actually get over to the target. The Arctic Cheetah can start to walk, as we'll start to shift on over there. Really, Arctic Cheetah could just probably hang back at maximum range and start, you know, nuking him with Arrow 4 shells over and over, because I think that might be just a little bit broken. But hey, we'll find out. Lego, time for you to keep up with the company. So our massive force of 8 mechs. I'm gonna be honest, it feels a little bit wrong to be fielding 8 mechs instead of 5, just because thematically what we should be attempting to accomplish. But the ability to drop 8 mechs at one time is just too much fun to ignore. Let's see if we can't get Coach to keep up without also cooking at the same time, because Coach, there we go, happens to be a terrible cook. And Eck as well with his Locust 2C, mostly untouched, and possibly one of the most accurate, well not accurate, but best mech to utilize with rookies, because it only has streaks and the streaks don't fire if they miss, so you never waste ammunition. Artillery's a hell of a drug. Well, the clans never relied much on it, bro. So if you like artillery, you need to be coming over to the inner sphere. Though you go through the spore fields, it's good. Staying behind them, staying in them is bad. Yeah. because the debuff, it's like 20% additional damage. It's basically acid rounds being fired at you. It's not particularly pleasant to have on you. It makes you hard to hit. Oh, we have identified a target. It is a Vapor Eagle. Really? That's the Clan Wolf leader? Is a Vapor Eagle, or is that the Clan Wolf bodyguard? Because a Vapor Eagle is like a 45-ton mech. It's basically a Shadow Hawk, if I recall correctly. And there he goes. He's a-running. He's on the move. Jester, let's get the Arctic Cheetah. You will have a line of sight and a target. Let's go say hi to him. Activate the tag. We'll fire everything. And nuked. Beautiful. I don't think the Mama Bird's going to get a target. Nope, no way for Mama Bird to get a target. Unfortunately, the Stormcrow is just a little bit too slow to be anywhere we needed to be at the immediate notice. So not the worst thing in the world, but also, you know, we might miss it a little bit. We'll fire a couple of long-range shots. Managed to hit him with both. Holy crap, Jester. Or not. Who was that? Who was that? Tell me which pilot this was. Coach in the Commando managing to nail it with 2 sub 40% shots with a large laser and a tag, which will make everybody else's job so much easier. That was beautiful. 70% accuracy. With 70% accuracy, unfortunately, we only managed to hit once. No star secondary target. Table Freebirth suggesting that drugs are good. What? What are you doing? Oh, I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is you would rather not have artillery than have artillery. I see how it is. There's a reason why the clans lost the war, and that's it. Arclight, let's see if we can't get Lego in. Not quite, but probably next turn Lego will have a shot with that silver bullet. And the silver bullet will slay the Vapor Eagle. So it's always so thematic when you start knocking down clanners. Oh, come on, Punisher. Please tell me you can get this line of sight, because it's a beautiful shot. It's a beautiful shot. Alright, we got a good line of sight with the Gauss Rifle and Ultra AC5, and managed to miss him with the Gauss Rifle. He's no longer evasive, still under the jamming effect of the ECM. We're going to rush on forward as quick as we can, line up the target as quick as we can as well, and 90% accuracy. And he is almost knocked over. I just need a little bit more power, like from the Viper with the snub-nosed PPC. I might be getting jammed by... No, we're still insanely accurate. I'm not quite sure why we're so accurate. I am not complaining, but I'm still not so sure why we're so accurate. Could just rush on over here. Can I get a line of sight on the side? Or is that just not going to... It's just not going to happen. Alright, let's go full bore on him. This will knock him over. And a total knockdown. Now, a fairly rare total knockdown, too. We don't often knock people over just by maxing out their stability gauge. Normally, it's we nuked their legs. But it is always a good feeling when you manage to pull that off. Drop Bear gets to have a unobstructed shot. We're going to go right for the legs, see if we can't start taking them down. I want to steal his stuff. Unfortunately, his ATMs just exploded, which took out his mask, which was something I wanted to save. Oh well. He's unsteady, so no evasion. Yeah, but he should have had ECM. I was expecting a little bit more jamming going on. Twin PPCs managing to actually strike on... Was it the Viper that got hit, or was it the Drop Bear? I'm not entirely sure. Ek, get that Locust up there, and preferably not with an obstructed line of sight. Actually, Coach, you have a decent shot here, right? You could, although if I ran you to get you closer, what are we looking at? Can I get everything? I can get everything. What is the other target we see off in the distance? It is a Catapult 2C. Not gonna lie, that is a bit disappointing. Shoot off his legs.
Now let's see how you handle it.
And there goes his left leg, so now we can start targeting his other leg and maybe take that completely out and have him at our mercy because, you know, it's a Vapor Eagle. It has some okay gear. Do you have a line of sight? You do have a line of sight from here. It is in the 90s. We'll target his legs and probably kill him, but hey, we tried. Yeah, and there goes the engine. We did try. Oh, so that's some... Yeah, the loot is gone. The loot has disappeared. Never to be had again. Alright, so now we have to hunt down this Catapult Dos, and he is equipped with twin PPCs, so clearly he is... Who made the Catapult 2C, or not the 2C, the Catapult K2? It is the K2, right? I think it's the K2. The one with the twin PPCs on the shoulders. So, and then we will have Viper rush on forward like a madman, because the Viper is so blisteringly fast, and could be a little bit better armed, but hey, we'll take what we've got. And the Arctic Cheetah managing to keep up. We will have artillery in another 2 rounds, and hopefully that'll make things work. Dragons? So it was Kurita? I wasn't sure if it was the Capellans or not. And we'll just keep everybody full bore on this. Can you actually see a target? You can, it's just not particularly accurate. So you're done with that one. Arclight, eating the Lego, also probably not having a particularly good shot, so we're not going to bother with it. Right? That's what I thought. I mean, it's a 30%, which is pretty interesting, but I'm not... It's already super limited ammunition on the Lego anyway, so we're going to try to avoid that in its entirety. No target over there on that one. Typical Dragons. Well, they wanted to breathe electric fire at you. Actually, lightning. Reach for that. Incoming missile. Okay, so he's got PPCs and incoming missiles like so. So that's an interesting way. Catapult K-Tube. Yeah, the entire long description. Thank you for that. ICT Ixtrin? How would you pronounce that? ICT Drain? Drain? Ixtrin? Not sure. We'll just move. Who's next? Is T-Bone up? T-Bone is way in the back with the drop bear. Coach could come forward to the commando and actually need some time to, get forward, so that's all right. We'll run him through the water just to get him extra cool so that he can engage as soon as possible. We're now on the front line. Mechs, you do crazy stuff. Sounds like a loop pinata. The K2 is... I wouldn't call it a loop pinata. There's not a ton of extra awesome gear on it. I have 4 more rounds of shooting on that. I'll save it. But it is an interesting design. I did like the K2. I wanted to get one in our vanilla playthrough. I think we ended up getting one, and then we never ended up using it because it was just... It's not that solid of a mech, because PPCs kind of suck. Let's be honest. PPCs right now in RogueTech are terrible. Ooh, quite a bit of accuracy on that one. Way more than I was expecting. I was expecting to cause a whole bunch of problems, but not exactly do anything useful. Jester in the Arctic Cheetah can rush on forward. Basically, we just want to close the range with him. Oh, that's accurate. Fire! So we're going to plink away at him. He is a fairly large and powerful mech, so if we could take it reasonably intact, that would of course be ideal. But I don't think you can build, actual catapults out of it, because if you could, well, we happen to have most of Lady Electo's catapult that we'd like to, put together in some form or another. And if we could pull that off, that'd be great. It's kind of so it's the best PPC? Is it, though? I thought you said the snub was the best PPC. You said all PPCs were bad, but the snub-nosed was the least bad, if I recall correctly. Yeah, harder targets are easy to hit in RogueTech. Are they? I thought it was only with certain cockpits they were easy to hit.
Roger.
So twin double hits with the largest. Off of this head. If we could nail this headshot, that'd be amazing. Although there's a lot of decent loot on the table right now. Also a lot of equipment loot on the table, which I especially love. Although, weapons are cool too, but equipment loot is a lot of fun. We will just, I suppose, continue to shift on forward. I want to basically flood him with fire, so we have him terrified and covering all the angles. Hey, we got 2 hits. 2 hits out of 40, not bad. Best traditional PPC? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Get the Locust top. Locust, do you have a target? You don't, and you'd just be cluttering up the way. You're going to come over here with the commando. We'll send our super lights over off in this direction. That way we can take care of them. Are you going to come down the mountain, or are you going to stay up there like some sort of a king that I have to slay? Although you might be stuck. I don't think you're stuck, though. Nah, he's moving. Gonna shift over to the side a little bit. Gonna fire 2 PPC. Oh, no, just a single PPC, and then a ton of missiles. Just a ton of missiles. Jeez. Don't do that again. Catapult kind of seems like not a pointless design, but a not super useful design when compared to things like a Mad Cat. And he is toasty.
Yeah?
I mean, it's not gonna matter much, but he's toasty. Take a shot. 20. Sure, why not? Nailed it. 27%. Right through the back of... Right through the back of the Arctic Cheetah. That was golden. Alright, I loved that. Shift on forward. Another terrible shot. And I don't know if that hit or not because it kind of glitched a little bit. Yeah, Lego once again proving that it can do whatever it wants to and just be reasonable about it. We'll just start opening fire with everything we got. Lasers, MRMs, just to sort of stress him out, maybe make him eject eventually. The Arctic Cheetah is ready to go with the tag arrows. So, danger close, ladies and gents. Boom. Alright, so we have made him unsteady now, so that should be a little bit helpful and continue to target him. What do you mean nothing? You managed to nail him with an arrow for artillery piece. That was golden. Shift the Viper off to the side, and we'll continue to see if we just can't start ratcheting up the amount of instability that he suffers from. Ideally, what we'd like to do is knock him down, like his friends.
Double time. Let's go.
Only a 51% from this range. Did manage to touch him anyway with a large laser, which is pushing him close. Oh, we're so close.
I'm receiving you.
We're so close to knocking this guy over. We really need to give it a shot here. No shot for the Locust, unfortunately. Offensive push time wouldn't help. Offensive push doesn't work as well as it does in, the normal. We got 2 lances? Absolutely. So, yeah, we are currently operating with the Big Battles expansion for RogueTech. Oh, that's a lot of fire going into my Arctic Cheetah. He's not nearly as no longer evasive as he used to be. So, there's that. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. No, you're not too late. You're only, what, an hour or so? 53 minutes. So we love to have everybody along for the ride. We're having a good time with our twin lances. 8 full mechs to drop on top of the enemy where they least expect it. And we've proven to be incredibly dangerous. I just continue to fire. Yep, we're still in the first battle after we had some loading problems, which, you know, other things. Does it add more op4? It absolutely does, especially on the higher level missions. I have seen some people who've said they had to fight their way through no less than 30 mechs. So yeah, the opposition is definitely increased.
How can I help?
Do you have a target? That's how you can help. That's a terrible target. Why are you being so bad? Shift on forward, get you just to being sort of just outside my minimum range. We'll activate Warlord as well, because we do want to take him down for the most part. And you missed, unfortunately. T-Bone.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, get the drop bear right on in there. Let's start really laying into his legs if we absolutely can. And all the MRMs. He is now unsteady. He's lost his evasion. Hopefully I can bring enough firepower into the game in order to actually bring him down. I wanted to be up here because I had a high ground bonus on top of him. 85%.
Firing all weapons.
What mech are good to make into melee monsters? Generally, Shadowhawks are your early ones that you'll run into. Hatchetmen also make amazing melee mechs for, you know, obvious reasons, because they happen to be equipped with a big giant hatchet. Really, if you look and you see that the mech has, say, a giant sword or a battle axe of some description, it's probably a melee mech, and you can probably build it into a really cool design. Mama Bird gonna get shot at by everything, but hey, it's a Stormcrow, so it's kind of used to it at this point. Nothing too terrible.
You're gonna regret
And we...
that.
Ah, you're fine. Oh, also firing some machine guns at the Arctic Cheetah. Looks like he's trying to hunt for a couple of crits. So basically, what I'm seeing in this mech is it's... Oh! Oh no, son.
Full orders.
That was a mistake. So was attacking this side, but hey, we're gonna roll with it. Yeah, that... You shouldn't have done that. That was a very, very, very big mistake. He went so aggressive that he managed to turn himself off. Not a good idea. Let's see if we can steal him. Okay, that's an engine crit. I didn't want an engine crit. I want legs broken. Just the legs.
Yeah.
Everything else, keep it alive. Break both of his legs. Ooh, good. There is just barely an angle we can take it. Is it the 99% chance? 82% chance hit that leg. Hey, upper leg destroyed. Is that going to be a knockdown? That'll be a knockdown. So the pilot is now having a very bad day. We already got like 2 or 3 clientable heatsink kits off those cicadas. So yeah, this is just gonna be golden. Okay, how much leg do you have? You don't have a lot of leg. Shut off the R large. Try and take out this leg.
Affirmative.
Just need a little bit of fire into it. How did you manage to miss all but one? Like he didn't even manage to touch it once.
Our target is bugging out.
What game? Are you kidding me? He is literally 1 tile away from auto-evacing. What?
Receiving you.
What was that game? Just no. Go for the head? Nah, he still has too much head armor. We killed the engine. Good job, Apollo. Like everything.
Mission successful.
Yeah. Yeah, the game does, the game has a really dumb idea of how to set up evacs. Because it's like, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. But we have taken him down. He has been dealt with fully. And yes, time to see the loot. I want the loot. All of it. So a little bit of damage on the Arctic Cheetah, unfortunately. Did manage to cut through his left arm, right arm? I'm not really sure. In any event, he didn't actually manage to cause any actual damage, just structural damage, so it should be reasonably easy to repair. Mama Bird also took a pretty nasty hit when it got Alpha Strike, but the Cougar looks mostly untouched. In fact, did anybody get out of this totally unscathed? Yeah, the Locust didn't get touched once. I think the Commando got out of this perfectly intact, and everybody else mostly chip damage, so we're doing pretty good on that one. Feeling happy. Oh, yeah, I figured that would be the case. So I can build a full Cicada if I want. Or, you know, a Phoenix Hawk. Or Revival. Custom variant of the Vapor Eagle. The Revival carries 3 machine guns in his left arm because whoever was driving it was an idiot. And a single ERPPC in the right arm. An ATM-9 and 3 tons of ammunition. Because he figured, you know, if you're going to go into battle, you may as well go into battle for 3 weeks. When you need evac to find behind the enemy force, always, yup. It's not exactly fair. Sprogue really wants me to get an ERPPC. I already got one, so I don't feel a need to pick it up. He also says the medium pulse laser clans are terrible, so we're not going to bother. LRM-20 clans are actually fairly decent because they're so gosh darn light. I may just take that. I'm not sure. Whole bunch of active probes. Case 2, Endosteel, 320 rated fusion core. A Clan XL engine. That's a really good fusion core. We'll throw that out the window because we kind of don't need it. Where were we? Oh, yes. Engine heatsink +2. No, thank you. XL gyros are good. And heatsink double. And there's the kit for it. So apparently we only managed to save one. Huh. But a 320 rated fusion core is an amazingly huge fusion core. I don't really need another Clan XL. I mean, it'd be nice. How many of these I got? I got like 2, right? I have 2. Yeah, okay. Sensor recon sensor is really good too. Oh, I think I'm happy. No, you don't want me to take. Let's see. Now you want to do it the other way. Unfortunately, it's the other catapult. Because is this compatible with normal catapults? Yeah, a heavier Clan Tech upgraded catapult. So how heavy is the normal catapult? 65 or 70 tons? So one of the two. In any event, this is not. I don't believe this catapult is compatible with the normal catapult. I might be wrong on that. I don't know if Otter can, jump in time. Yeah, Weighted Lizard's got it, 65 tons. So it's like most 2C designs, it's 10 tons heavier. So bumps it up a little bit too much. So we would need to find all of this in order to actually build it. And we've got 4 parts to it, which is really cool, but yeah, lock it in. Are you kidding me, game? That was mean. You give me a single catapult part? Well, it just means that we got to kill out the engine on a catapult 2C next time we run into it. Got a couple of cicada parts and the revival part, so we're up to 2 of those, which is interesting. I may actually be fairly close to a Vapor Eagle. We got the ER Large Laser Clan, which is great. We got the ER PPC. Sprog, you got it anyway. Medium Laser, machine guns, and then the IFF Jammer. Nice. Would have preferred the Sensor Recon, but that's okay. That'll be fairly decent in the long run as we continue to build. So some okay equipment. Didn't really go in for the mechs because I didn't think we'd run into another catapult 2C anytime soon. Also, I'm gonna be 100% honest. A lot of the mechs that I hunt down are mechs that I don't normally use or haven't seen before in this particular game. Like I've seen most of these mechs in MechWarrior Online and other sorts of things. But yeah, the main thing I really kind of do is I look for mechs that are odd and I haven't used before. I've used catapults before. Yes, I get it. It's a 10-ton heavier catapult with Clan Tech, but it's still a catapult at the end of the day, what it looks like. I would prefer something that looks a little bit more exotic. Another reason why I wasn't particularly psyched about the Vapor Eagle is just because the Vapor Eagle is so similar to the Phoenix Hawk. It's basically the Clan Phoenix Hawk. So interesting-ish. I'll use it if I have to, but I'm not exactly psyched for it. 46,138 for the next 7 days on a repair. That'll allow us to continue to take a couple of more missions as we continue. That XL gyro will come in handy when we start modifying battle mechs rather than omni mechs. Let's go see how this got shaken out. Mama Bird takes 3 days. Arctic Cheetah's got 2. So we got a whole bunch of 2-day repair times, unfortunately. So we're looking at 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Wow, yeah, that was surprisingly accurate. All right, since we can't do anything anyway here, I don't think there are any modifications that we need to make, although two of our mechs made it out completely unscathed. I don't think I want to do anything to you, except maybe give you better sensors? Do I have an Artemis 3 or whatever it is that just gives the base accuracy upgrade? Because that might be worth it. Cockpit systems. Yeah, I've got an Artemis 3 I could throw in there. I've only got 1, though, so I'll probably save it for something a little bit better. Yeah, no need to invest too much into a 2C 20-tonner. If it was heavier, like a 45 or higher, probably would start investing in it. Yes, I could give the Locust a double heatsink kit and go ham lasers. I like this streak, though. The reason why I like this as a streak boat is because it means that I can put any pilot into it, and they'll do okay. That would be amazing, but they'll do okay. So if we were gonna go ham on modifying this mech to the absolute maximum, and this is mostly a thought experiment, so I apologize if you don't like the thought experiment. What we would do is basically this. Why did we take more tonnage in order to put an XL engine and a double heatsink kit? Oh yeah, because these are now worthless to me, so we need to pull all of this junk out. A lot of junk, actually. And we, of course, need 5 normal double heatsinks. Well, clan double heatsinks, because it's the clan kit. So come over here, clan double heatsinks. I don't have enough. Don't even have enough. So that's actually an interesting problem. We have a double heatsink kit, Sprog. We don't have enough clan double heatsinks to actually make it work. Oh, that's kind of sad. So we have 3 clan double heatsinks. We need 5 to make this Locust work. So never mind on that. We're going to need a bigger mech if we want to do something like that. Let's roll the clock. So just chill out for a few days, sort of relax, have a good time. And one more day for the Cougar.
Job
Hey, his work is all done because we're fielding 8 mechs at a time and we only have 8 mechs, which kind of does put us a little bit on the edge, but other than that, we're okay. Quick check of the mech warriors, make sure that nobody's actually, you know, leveled up in this time. Hey, look, Apollo's leveled up. We can give his mech even more sprint. We need a bigger boat? Yes, yes we do. We're going to give him even more sprint because that's funny to me. Arclight also leveling up, managing to get to 6. You can get the overheat threshold or the +1 evasion. Arclight's driving a what now? The Lego? Yeah, she only needs the additional of the evasion. I mean, it's not moving that fast anyway, but fast enough.
I'm here.
Exodus, Ishtar, Ronan. Hey, Ronan can level up. Huh, who'd have thought? Ronan doesn't need to level up right now. We'll take care of that later. I have been basically giving everybody the 10% sprint bonus because it is pretty helpful. Did you end up getting any AMS? I don't think we do. I don't believe that we have any sort of AMS system, or at least we have the ammunition and we don't have the system, I think. Just gonna do a quick check on that. Because I'm fairly certain we don't. In the other campaign, I believe we have the... Yeah, we have an AMS in the other campaign, but we don't have the ammo. In this one, we have the ammo, but not the AMS. So that's a little bit frustrating. Actually more amusing to me than anything else. Let's go grab a contract. Alright, so let's go see what else is available. I would prefer not doing an escort. I would like to do something that is not suicidal, like attack and defend. Straight up battle at 2.5 skulls, cleaning out mercs against Clan Barak. It's a 2.5 skull battle that'll give me 3 of 13 priority salvage. You gotta believe I'm taking that. This will also give us an idea of what exactly we're going to be running into, and hopefully it won't be too painful. Arclight, you can get in the leg. Wait, no. Ooh, wait a second. Right, T-Bone's in the dropper. And that puts Coach in the commando and Ek inside the locus. Rock and roll. Yeah, we would like to get our hands on AMS because AMS is really, really good. And if you don't believe that AMS is really good, go watch today's episode of Howl's Heroes, and you'll watch just fire just a stupid number of shots into it. And it's really kind of rough. Like, we were firing a MML-15, SRM-12 tubes, and an additional 20 more missiles from another pair of MML-12s. Or MML-10s. And we could not get a single shot through their AMS. And we tried. We really tried. And firing all that, because it was a laser AMS, didn't seem to cook the mech immediately. Like, afterwards, like, apparently it only gains the heat from the AMS at the end of its next round. But still, it was bad. We could not overheat the sucker as easy. Prototype laser AMS overpowered, multiple ones is godlike. This is true. I would agree with that. Badlands are hot. Yeah, we will be careful of that. We have several mechs that are actually quite chill, and then we have a couple of mechs that are rather toasty, including most likely the Viper is going to suffer here because the Viper will probably only be able to get 1 alpha strike before it's got to shut off 2 of its weapons. Although maybe it can get away with 1. Sprogue, oh, you have a prototype laser AMS? We used to have one back in our campaign in Ripper's Rumblers. Stealth X, stealth activated. So we're facing professionals, well-armed, and hopefully not all that dangerous. Is that a Jaeger? That looks like it. No, that's a tree. Huh. Okay, Jester.
What's up, boss?
I want the RTG to surge on forward at great leaping speeds. Are we on a plateau with no way to get down? Game, is this what you do? I think we may be on top of a plateau with no way of getting down. Right. So I don't do this, but we're doing this. Restart. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Hi JP, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Dry berries, heat neutral? Mostly. Yeah, I can't do a 2.5 skull battle that is going to give me a ton of salvage and have all of but one of my mechs stuck on top of the plateau. So, yeah, I don't even think you can call it a bug so much as there's not enough bounding on where you can actually spawn. But you think it'd be easy to get done? Oh, you'd think that. The bug causing it is hiding? Again, I don't think it's a bug, is it? Because it just seems like the spawn system is like you can spawn wherever you want. And, well, that's a place where you can technically spawn. So unless you guys have like some sort of code that's specifically in there that says, unless you can get to the center of the map, you're not allowed to spawn. So. Is that a jaguar? No, it's a tree. Stop placing it. Oh, I loved Mirage tanks. They were so much fun. Because it's like, hey, the forest is moving. There's a function to restart the mission. Yep, you just hit escape and you press restart. There's a spawning area, a mass map. Oh, it just must be forgetting about it then. But yeah, so unfortunately, a little bit of a restart. We don't like to restart. One of the reasons I hate restarting is because this is going to start messing with the graphics now. It's going to start like certain pilot abilities and icons on the Argo are just going to disappear now. And it's like, gee, this looks tacky. So we will unfortunately have to put up with that. We'll also have to put up with the fact that we have to go through another loading time. But hey, the loading is not so bad. Seriously though, HPS, if you're watching or if somebody ever gives you this clip, please, for the love of God, put the biome on the loading screen. We spend a lot of time here. And the fact that we're missing certain crucial information when we have no choice but to wait on this screen kinda seems dumb. Just saying. We don't know why? Yeah, it's a mod. So eventually you guys will discover it. I feel reasonable. Sometimes doesn't you? Yeah. Alright, so that's the bug. I didn't realize that was the bug. So apparently there is in fact a map mask that says, hey, you're only allowed to spawn in these locations. And sometimes it says, well, screw you, buddy. I'm the map generator. I can do whatever I want. And then, you know, it breaks everything and pilots are super unhappy about the fact that they have to reload maps. And then they have to go in and edit again. But yeah, I kind of wish that there was a way to say like, okay, for the turn 1, you get to be a VTOL and you get to move anywhere you want to represent your drift as you were falling out of the Argo. Because, you know, clearly we are dropping out of cocoons even though it keeps showing the Leopard whenever it lands. Because the Leopard ain't holding 8 battle mechs. You can hold 6 if you pull out the Aerofighter base. But apparently we're about to be using the Aerofighter base. So that's an interesting bit. I want to have a map. Yeah, that'd be awesome too if we just had like a map up here. The biome information could literally just go right here in a space that looks dead empty and could totally fit Badlands, Urban, something. And then something like over here that lists all, or no, yeah, put the mini map up here, and then down here you get like a little thing that says, oh, we have detected X number of maps, or mechs, should you have like your sensors on the Argo upgraded, because that'd be a lot of fun. Well, let's try the Alt-Tab turret. It didn't work. I was hoping. I had, oh no, it actually went back into, it does tell me it's still processing pretty good. Yeah, HBS would have to, oh, absolutely. This would be an HBS thing if they were to come in with heavy metal to, you know, fix some things, but if they did that, they would kind of break everything. Because even now, they apparently have modified a couple of things in 1.7 that have to do with some of the graphics, which is one of the reasons why it's taking so long to actually, why it's taking so long to get the 1.7 compatibility patch out the door. Or at least that's what I read on the RT Discord, so it might not actually be true because, well, you never can tell. Yeah, Otter's confirming it. So Hayrainskin's messed with the UI, and that has totally messed with RogueTech. So if they were to do something like that, I can't imagine the months that it would take it. Oh, and the contracts. That's a shame. Yeah. And every time they patch, Harebrained Schemes is always careful to say, yes, we don't condone modding. Like, you can do it, but we ain't supporting you. I think the restart may have broken it. Alright. If you don't work with this, then I'm not going to bother. 3, 2, 1, goodbye. Oh, again. The paid. Alright, so we're up to 2 today, which is not great. But we're going to load right back in, and we're going to get back on that drop, because I don't care that it's the Badlands. It's a 2.5 skull battle, and I want heavy mechs. I've got 2 parts to a Manul. I would like 3 more. If I can build that, that would be cool. You know, if we can get our hands on it. Which I think we can. But no confirmations. By the way, as long as we're loading in and we're observing this amazing screen with Cauldron Born on the map right there, hey, if you're new to this place and you haven't hit the follow button, maybe hit the follow button, because you may enjoy the rest of the content. We stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 5 o'clock. We have a pretty decent time. We will probably go over a little bit extra time on this one just to sort of make up for all the loading and the fact that we've had to restart this game twice. And yeah, at least that's kind of my plan, even though I didn't originally plan to be on here extra time. But hey, who cares? Also, if you are interested, go check down below to the link to either our YouTube channel, where you can find us playing more of this game without constant restarts. We're currently working through a pirate campaign, working for the Tortugans as Howl's Heroes, which gives us access to 8 mechs dropping as well as the faction shop, which is amazing. And in fact, at the end of tomorrow's episode, we're going to be down to like 200,000 C-bills with a 1 million C-bill bill coming up literally the next day. So if the next mission that we take isn't successful, the entire company is going to die. So make sure you catch up on that before that actually happens, and then you get all spoiled on that sort of thing. The other game that you can also watch me play is Starfleet Command, which happens to be yet another 1980s tabletop combat game that got turned into a computer game and was, if I may be so bold, amazingly fun. We're currently playing through a Romulan campaign, kicking the absolute crap out of the Hydran Star Kingdom and almost have them totally destroyed. So probably in the next week or two, maybe 3 weeks, we will actually be starting another new campaign as the ISC, and I have something a little bit special cooked up for that, just in order to sort of ease the pain of the fact that we will be playing a third plasma race in a row before we play the Klingons in the next season after that. Career, loads, and Apollo, clean up the mercs, that's what we want, right? Yeah, so 323. It's not like they ignore us. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that they're not helpful, they don't do so. If I'm saying that they always make sure that they have a disclaimer on all their patches saying they don't technically support modding. Because if they did, then they would have to actually, work on this issue specifically. Because they don't want to get people's hopes up and say, like, well, why is the mod broke? It's your fault. And they're like, well, it's not our fault. I mean, the mod is cool. We like the mod, but we can't support the mod. Oh yeah, the other thing you can join if you're looking down below is you can also grab onto our Discord, where you can watch us talk about BattleTech, Starfleet Commands, the occasional Warhammer 40k, or the Mech HQ game, which we had the massive counterattack that was supposed to happen yesterday and didn't because certain things came up. But we got that done this morning, and it was 80,000 BV of combat that was occurring on the field at the same time. There was something like 40-some mechs and almost a dozen aerospace fighters duking it out. Also, there was a landed dropship which they were trying to keep protected as the enemy attempted to shove them out of a firebase that they had recently captured. It was rather insane. RogueTech has a team of 10 Tims or more. Okay. A lot of metal. Yes, it was a ridiculous amount of metal, and we managed to survive it amazingly. We only actually lost 4 mechs, 3 of which were ejections, and so the mech is salvageable. Only one of them, an amazing charger. Sorry, Laurendell, I don't know if you've heard about this, but your charger got destroyed. It suffered an ammunition explosion, which blew apart the entire mech, unfortunately. So we need to get you a different mech. And we captured we captured an awesome, so you might be interested in that. I want Starfleet Command 2, I just don't know where to get it. You can get it from Amazon, or you can also download it from Dynaverse. The Dynaverse place to download is apparently totally legit. So, that is what I have been told. So, I have an original copy from a long time ago. So, but yeah, if you're looking for it, you can actually get it from Amazon, or you could download it from Dynaverse. So where was it? Clean out the mercs, negotiate, give me all the stuff, because stuff is cool and things are awesome. Firestarter, Urban Mech 2C, the Lego, Commando 2C. You know what? Are you a Firestarter? This is a 2C Lance. I like it. It's quite perfect for a second line Lance. So that works out quite lovely. And put T-Bone in there. Sorry, Ronan, but you're kind of like the backup pilot. Yeah, Charger, your Charger got blown up, unfortunately. When's the next Mech HQ stream? I don't know. I don't really plan the Mech HQ streams normally because Mech HQ is somewhat temperamental. And sometimes you gotta cajole it along. So, but yeah, there will be more Mech HQ streams. I will probably set up like an event or something that you can find on my Twitch. So again, if you're not followed with the Twitch, make sure you follow the Twitch. That way it'll give you alerts on those events. And also so that I can, listen to the little sound effect that shows up and I can see the little icon that shows up whenever somebody actually follows, because it's quite fun to me. But yeah, we'll figure out when we do the next Mech HQ stream at some point. Not really sure when, but we'll figure it out, eventually. Alright, so 3 of 13 priority salvage, 382,800 sea-bills, 2.5 skulls, and normally this is a point where I would read in some sort of accent the entire description of this, but I don't think anybody wants that. I only do it during the normal stream that we do that way in case anybody is particularly offended or put in pain by the accent, that they can, fast forward through it. I love how Laurendell has been silent and lurking. He always is silent and lurking, this is how he does. But he is still here, and that's cool. Yes, it is quite sweet. Alright, oh wow, that loaded amazingly quickly. Let's drop in. Are we not stuck this time? I don't think we're stuck this time. That's lovely. Yay, we're fighting professionals. And there's 2 of them now. So we're not stuck, but there's 2 of them now. So there's that. Are they on top of each other? They are on top of each other. That's not good. There's probably a 3rd Lance lurking around here somewhere. You've started my hire campaign? Ah, get over it. Get over it. You'll love it. You'll either love it or hate it. Either way, you're watching, and that's an additional view.
I hear you.
T-bone. Yeah, if you love to tell me just all the things that I'm doing wrong, feel free to go watch over the pirate video, and then you can also tell me all the things I'm doing wrong over there. I know there are some people who are apparently like super contrarian and they love to do that sort of thing. I mean, if you're one of those people, I'm totally a person just like that. Like, you should see me when I rant to my friends about things like Warhammer 40k and certain movie franchises which shall not be named at this current time. Okay, that's really weird. The fact that okay, now it's bound by it. That's even more weird. Pop over there, click on that, and then that there. For some reason, my mouse wasn't being bounded by the box. Not sure why. There we go. All sorted now. Punisher, you can get your mama bird up as quickly as possible because you're a great long-range fire support, which is a bit weird, I guess, because you'd imagine that we'd want the light mechs to be a little bit more long-range fire support, purely because if they get hit, they die. But on the other hand, you want the light mechs to be your close-in brawlers because they can get super close really fast and just blitz the enemy. Your Irish accent? I don't have an Irish accent. I don't know what you're talking about. I have a pirate accent, but I don't have an Irish one. I have a bit of a Scottish one on occasion, too, if you want to go critique my accents there over there. You're lucky Mitch was not. Make Mitch watch. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dare you. You can never get Mitch to watch those. Mitch hates mechs. He thinks they're dumb. Actually, no, that's not true, because Mitch used to be the one of us who was most into mechware online. But he doesn't like mechs compared to tanks. So he has complained extensively. The one time I was able to get him to actually play as part of our Mech HQ game, he drove a quad because he said mechs were inherently unstable and he didn't want to drive it. And I refused to give him another tank after what happened to the last tank I gave him. I originally gave him a Patton tank, and that did not last long. I've been watching BattleTech cartoon. It's hilarious. That cartoon is just... It's so perfect in all the wrong ways. Just link him the Irish intro. Again, there is no Irish intro, Sprog. There is only a pirate intro. I don't know what you're talking about. Drop Bear is going to get way slowed down in this water, but he can provide a whole bunch of ECM for everybody. Hopefully I can get... Oh, wow. Yeah, no problem. We'll definitely get to the other shore before the combat is actually joined. By the way, if you recognize this map, what you'll actually recognize by is from this angle here, because normally you spawn right in over here. Actually, no, you spawn in here, and you move forward to here. No, you move forward to here, and then this is the pier thing that happens, and then enemy spawns up here, and there's an Orion right over there that just basically ruins your day, and you have to deal with that. So we're fighting it from a slightly different angle. That's the other thing that, whatchamacallit, Mission Control gives you is basically they take the map and they unbound it so that you have the entirety of the map to work on, which is really cool because it gives you all kinds of options, and scouts become way more useful. It can also be slightly annoying because sometimes you will be on literally the opposite end of the map from the enemy, and it becomes... well, just a slog to finally get there. And when you're packing 8 mechs, it can become an even longer slog. And when you have to walk through the water, well, no. Yeah, you're really slogging. But you can break up the monotony, I suppose, when you take test drive missions, because apparently test drive is just not linked by mission control at all. I'm not quite sure why.
What do you need?
A double dog dare you. See, Laurendale's guys there. Go on, Sproke. Link Mitch. I dare you. I think he'll like it. I think he'll laugh and have a good old time with it. Exodus can move on as well, just continuing to march across the water. But yeah, apparently test drive missions are just not controlled by mission control or something, because you don't get your second lance, and it does give you the small map. You will tomorrow? Coward. Just saying that so you don't have to do it today. Mitch should be still awake. Yeah, it's like 11 o'clock. Mitch should definitely be awake. I mean, he goes to bed earlier than you do, but still. Let's see. Are you coming my way, or are you just going to sit there like cowards, like the cowards you are? So the one thing we do need to be afraid of is certain gunships, which we don't want to actually run into, because that would be a bit of a problem. But other than that, we should be fine. There we go, the Artistita Benji get back up onto dry land almost immediately, and we are ready to rock and roll. So having managed to cover half the map already. Well, some of us have managed to cover half the map already. The rest of us are still desperately trying to get across any bit of this map that they possibly can. He's one of those plebeians that work. Hey, I work too. I work quite hard, thank you very much. And slide. But then again, I am, 5 hours time difference from him, so that does make things a little bit different. And the Cougar. Yeah, the Cougar used to be... Actually, no, the Cougar's always been one of our slowest mechs. It's just that we have other mechs that are even slower than it nowadays. I wonder if I can get water skis for my mechs, so we can just sort of glide across the water. Can I get an cano plan? Because that would be a lot of fun. The Yellow Jacket VTOL is lethal due to the heat rockets. Nidhogs are also crazy scary. Yeah, Nidhogs are just death. So, yeah, see, questing where has got the most terrifying units in game. I don't know about that. I mean, I have seen Rackzilla, but Nidhogs are not fun. Hey, you're friend. And if you recognize this map, it's because there's a facility that can spawn here for a retrieval mission, and you fight your way up here. Some forces spawn here, some forces spawn here, and then your evac zone is over here, and that's where the enemy spawns. So we went from the one map with the pier to the one map that's normally used for recovery missions, and now we have basically traveled across 2 maps. But we're there, almost. One grappling hook so you can Spider-Man your way around? Isn't there a mech that has that? Yeah, there's a mech with a harpoon. I don't know what the harpoon does. Because in my head, if you have a harpoon, wouldn't that drag you towards the enemy or vice versa? So, but I do know there is a harpoon in this game, and I'm fairly certain there are rules for it in tabletop that actually do move you around. So you could do that. Although I don't think it's actually going to show up for a very long time in actual game time. Like, it's the probably Dark Age technology, or not Dark, is it Dark Age? The 3100 period, where it just starts getting a little bit crazy. Because suddenly it's like, we don't know what to do, let's just blow up all the HPGs and see what happens. Sounds like Sprogs wants to be an elemental. Yup. Sprog could be an elemental, that'd be great. Sprog, what do you think? Do you want to give up the big old battle mechs and go around inside a suit of armor? You love playing as an elemental. Has Living Legends finally differentiated between elementals and battle armor? Or are they still the same thing? Is there a part in RogueTech called Battle Fist? There are spiked fists. It's probably a battle fist. Sprint. We're just gonna take a peek and then we'll probably leave.
Going full throttle.
Hi, we took a peek of a... Oh, really? Really? Really, really? You lie. It's a Rifleman 2C, not a Rifleman. The Rifleman 2C has the sombrero. And then there is a Pegasus Scout Hover Tank, who's normal, Stormcrows, which are great, Nova, which... No, that's the other campaign I have 4 Nova parts for. As well as, what are you? Oh, you're a VTOL of some description. I'll try and shoot you down. Targets, turn off the light tag. And see if... Oh, it's a Ripper, don't care.
Locking on target.
Ripper gone. And tacos. Yes, it has tacos in its hands, you can see. Really, the Rifleman 2C is actually really, really dangerous as a fire support role because it packs a stupid amount of weapons on that chassis. It's also got a very tiny engine, which is what makes it so great of a fire support platform. That's really all it does, though. Shut off the heavy mediums. We're just going to see if we can't give them a status effect. We could not.
Negative damage.
Oh crap, you asked in RogueTech. I thought you asked in tabletop? I don't know. Wait, what? What? Oh, I see. Yep. Why turn off the tag? Because that's an Arrow 4 tag, and if whatever I look at it with it will get nuked. And I don't want to waste an artillery strike on a helicopter. I would definitely launch it at the Rifleman, but I didn't have the shot on him. Didn't have the angle for all of it. So we're a bit strung out. We're going to see if we can't draw the Rifleman towards us so we can move the rest of the force on in. And we'll get a little bit of work done. Battle fists are hand actuators, or they're a type of hand actuator in this game, if I recall correctly. So yes, or at least if they're not, then they should be. And is Glass in the chat today? Glass normally is, but I haven't heard him speak, so he may not be here on this one. Because if it is, then I can just bug Glass and say, hey Glass, why do we not have Battle Fist hand actuators that actually make you allowed to melee? Here it is the sombreros. Look at all the pulse lasers and ultra auto cannons. Oh god. That's painful. And more lasers. Well, because most mechs in RogueTech have terrible melee stats, because they decided to nerf all the melee. Oh, that's gonna be your death, sir. Oh, he's not gonna have good heat control. That's gonna get him killed, and we're going to do it.
Double time.
And we'll get set up. And Arclight.
Yep.
The Lego is eventually there. Eventually, we will make the Swedish Lego over there. And it will be able to do great things. Now, if we could be super, super lucky, could we get just a headshot on this Rifleman so I can steal it? I mean, it's only 65 tons, but still, I like Rifleman. Even if it is a 2C, I would prefer a just standard Rifleman, but I will take the 2C. Apparently, it has a pair of ultra autocannons. I'm guessing they're UAC 5s, just based on normal history. UAC 5s tend to get used as anti-aircraft guns a lot in Battletech for some reason. Just AC 5s in general, but UAC 5s certainly get used of them once they get there. Why would you want a Rifleman? Because it's a Rifleman, and it's got a sombrero. It's festive, man. That way we can have things other than triple F burgers or triple H burgers or whatever the triple burgers are. Also, yeah, Lizard's got it. DACA. This thing has a fairly small engine, and it has a lot of room for everything else. So it ain't fast, but it packs a punch. Riflemen are zzz. This is untrue, sir. You lie. They're fire support platforms. They're amazing fire support platforms. Although, isn't the clan rifleman supposed to be... The normal one's got to be 60... Yes, because the normal one's 60 tons. The ancient one is 55 tons, and the clan one is 65 tons. Lots of incoming heat rockets. Didn't touch at all. Unless, of course, you just fired a whole bunch of thunders, in which case he's going to have trouble walking out of there.
I've got your
Call it Taco Bell. We'll think about it. Although that might be mildly inappropriate.
moving at a sprint.
Irby has evolved. Irby is now a rifleman. Yeah, you could look at it that way. I wouldn't, but you could. Really, the big brother, the Irby, is the Imp, which is a hideous-looking mech, which Sprogue absolutely adores for some reason, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why. So it looks like we're fighting a mech star and a star of vehicles. So there's that. Imps are ugly, Sprogue, and everybody knows it. They're basically what would happen if you put a stalker on its back. Oh, I shut off the RogueTech. That's what you were talking about. Nuke it. Boom. There you go. Gift from me to you. I am gone now.
Moving to position.
You want a 100-ton Irby?
Yes,
A 100-ton Irby used to be the Mackie. And then they actually put in the Mackie, which I want so badly. You have no idea how much I want to use a Mackie.
Oh, come on. This game's rigged.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Beautiful. You could not have said it any better. Let's go see if I can't overpower somebody's AMS. I am going to sneak the drop bearer into position.
No shooting.
And I'm going to shut off the medium lasers to keep the heat under control. How many can you shoot down? 3. Good job. Alright. It's called the... It used to be... So the Mackie literally used to be just a big urban mech. Literally. Not even kidding. That was the model they were using. And then we got the actual Mackie, and I want the actual Mackie so bad because it looks so badass. Big Mac. I want a Big Mac, and I want it now so I can just field it and look awesome. We used to have a Mackie back in Starburst Sardaukar, which was our first RogueTech campaign. And the problem that we ran into was the fact that it had a quirk back then. Okay, no more Yellow Jacket. It had a quirk back then called Easy to Hit or something like that. Or Primitive Mech, which made it easy to hit. And what that ended up doing was it gave everybody a buff to hit you, which was, terrible. And this is before the days where ECM makes it harder to hit you and ECM just, gave you extra evasion so people could target you anyway because you had basically negative evasion. And that mech nearly got us killed because we were also playing on difficulty by company at the time. Oh, look! It's a Nidhogg gunship. You were not who I was expecting. I saw the AMS and was like, oh, it must have come from the Yellow Jacket. Right. Right. Let's see how good your AMS is. It doesn't matter because I couldn't hit you anyway. Yeah, we gotta shoot that thing down. It's a 45-ton vehicle. Yellow Jackets are death if they can hit you with those heat rockets, but you evaded them, and they're an easy kill. Like oh, there's 2. Oh boy. So this ought to be fun. Alright, I have a couple of mechs that should be able to do reasonable against them. One of them actually is the Urban mech, because incoming missiles, lots of missiles. So that Viper's got to get underway, and it's got to get underway quickly. So if I can actually get some of my mechs in range soon, I can actually get some work done on them. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get there soon. We'll have to get there in a bit. And once we are there, however, we can actually put a fairly decent amount of hurt on them, I hope. So Pegasus zipping around to the back. It's an internal combustion engine Pegasus? I thought they had fusion cores. Apparently not. I really do have to deal with them before these two enter the battle. The rifleman is dangerous too, but I'm not nearly as worried about it. Rekar requesting for freaking out. Oh, come on. It's fine. They couldn't even shoot down all of my MRMs. Spro going in with the emote. So we need a panic emote, it looks like. Because you guys are apparently prone to panic. Alright, a little bit of fire onto the Arctic Cheetah. Unfortunately for him, we were currently covered. And then... Okay, his ultra autocannons. The Viper just eating a lot of damage on that one.
Damage minimal.
Don't say that. You got shot at by a lot of things. And then he blinks the Locust. Ah, yes. I think that medium laser is right dead center on the head. And his heat is critical. He's got to get himself killed if he does that. Like, I will be able to kill him. Rhino support vehicle. Luckily for us, not able to connect to the drop bear because the drop bear is stealth. Invisible. You cannot see it, for it is not there. Although it will come after you. And any other Yellow Jacket. so we ran into a VTOL star. Intelligence panicked. Tirek, chill for now. Although we're in the middle of the Badlands, so yeah. And also the air conditioner is off because the air conditioner is loud as balls. And in whoa! Okay, so evasion not possible.
Much armor left in that location.
Yeah, that's a cooker. That's a giant ECM with the yellow jacket. It's good that the Mama Bird takes down flyers easy. Let's not be too aggressive on that. Alright, so you do have shooting scoot. I have a target on the Nidhogs and a target on the Rifleman and a target on the yellow jacket. We are a bit toasty. Take out that yellow jacket before we can ever do that again. He is not dead, but his Inferno Bomb has been critted.
Critical hit, Commander.
Shot down 8 from AMS. Okay, so we're going to be boiling this mech a little bit. But that's okay. It's okay. Chemical fire. Oh! And landmines.
All systems nominal.
Who was that? Let me go check on that. Thank you, Victor SV, for following us. Thank you for joining us on this amazing journey as we continue to attempt to deal with, well, a lot more pain than originally planned. But hey, it's okay. We just took 42 damage to my mines on each leg. Yeah, the legs are quite badly damaged. The Arctic Cheetah can not actually see anybody, which is a bit of a problem. So I do need to maneuver around to continue to engage those gunships, lest they kill me. Switch out up here. We are now inside their area of influence. Yeah, 25% on you is not good. I will shut off the ER medium and fire that. We did tag him, which is great. Unfortunately, that's not what I wanted. This is the evil VTOL lens. It appears to be yes. And these VTOLs can basically ignore all of this landmine problem that they have created for me. I'm going to have to run through this fire. This is not going to be enjoyable. Stormcrow on the field. What do we got? Twin medium lasers and ATMs. Right, we're about to lose that snub-nose PPC, which is very, very bad. We need to pull him back. We need to get him back as far and as fast as possible. We also need to keep up as much fire on these guys as possible. 16% is really kind of bad. Can I get into cover? Not if I want to shoot at him. And I do. I really, really do. Commander, what do you got in your head? Sensor tracker. How about your center torso? Bare fibers, engine core. Got a Clan XL in this sucker. But what you don't have, what I was looking for, was you don't have an ECM suite. That'll do. Over some rough terrain. Oh, you were not the one I was looking for. We didn't manage to hit him quite hard. I mean, that nailed him. But hey, I thought this exact lance before and it nearly did me in. But in the end, I only lost a Delta LRM-20. Spread out the damage barrel. Okay, Cougar, I need you up here soon, because you've got just the weapon for the job. Also, you know, an electronic countermeasure system, which is quite helpful. Yellowhead, I'm just going to shoot you anyway. Stop building heat, and if I get any hits at all, it's worth it.
Negative damage.
Because I've got to pull that Inferno Bomb off the field. That Inferno Bomb is too much damage for me to handle. If I can pull them far enough towards me, I can start using Lego a little bit more aggressively. Where is the Mama Bird?
Orders.
Yeah, you're going to be running through some mines. Or, haha, Master Tactician. Avoided the mines. Embrace. Look at that heat under control. So how badly damaged actually are you? Arms open, side torsos open with just jump jets and some engines, but you are now in cover. Rifleman on the field, blasting away the Arctic Cheetah. Not able to connect because he's just so gosh darn beautiful. Lorendell apparently catching up with what happened to the battle. How are you not offline? You've been overheated for 3 turns running now. Alright, let's see if I can actually get a line of sight on these gunships. Oh, I can. Beautiful.
Affirmative.
ACM protection going down. We've got a 19% chance at the Yellow Jacket, a 21% chance at him, and the Nidhogg gunships are going to be also quite bad. Mark that Yellow Jacket out for death. 21%. Blast away. Got him. Alright, so he's down. So that's 2 Yellow Jackets down. We've now got the 2 Nidhoggs to deal with, and I'm not sure, is there a 3rd VTOL or what? Was a hit on Mama? Wait, what? 2 out to handle, 2 cold to hold. They're the helicopters and they're in control. They can think that, as long as I let them. So Stormcrow on the field would be nice because I think I have some Stormcrow parts, and building a second one would always be lovely. Can I take a shot from here? I can. It's only on the rifleman though, which I don't care about. What I do care about is the Nidhogg gunships. Honestly, that's kind of the only thing I care about at this moment. Unfortunately, they have done an excellent job of narrowing my options. I will reserve Ek. I don't like reserving because reserving affects your next round initiative. But that might be the way to go. Enemy turn. How are they going to respond? I want these Nidhoggs to come forward. Because if they do, I can deal with that. Also, you know, the more people I get together, the more ECM I can push. And if I can just basically pull them out of the fight in terms of effectiveness, then we might be in a good condition. Okay, are you the one who's dropping landmines everywhere? We'll find that out very shortly, because I don't think we have another, you know, massive bomb coming away. At least there's super low ammo. What is? The Nidhoggs? In which case, how much ammo do they got? Because I can't see them. Oh, the fire. That is so much chemical fire. That is a burner. Oh, armor? Yeah, that would be helpful. They're a little bit tougher, as you might imagine.
Commander?
Okay, came phase 8, and there was no target to shoot at. I need to see a Nidhogg gunship, because I got a... That will have to do.
Affirmative.
Moving a little bit. 51%? Really?
No joy.
Apparently not. Okay, the chemical fire has burned itself out. Lovely.
Commander.
The Arctic Cheetah can take aim at a Nidhogg gunship. Oh, wow, yeah, the accuracy is going to be gangbusters here. Let's fire everything. Okay, we got him. Target acquired on that one as well. And then what I would like to do is I'd like to get down into cover, into the ECM field. Okay, good. You didn't cook. Next turn, you're going to have to chill out. They're much easier to kill than a 45-ton mech, but way beefier than a 35-ton yellow jacket.
How can I help?
Mama Bird, what you can do is you can basically pluck some more of these things out of the sky.
Weapons are go.
And I think we got it. So we got another Nidhogg down, because we got ballistics. And now we just need to reload the entire map as it tries to figure out exactly where this thing can go. And we can also slip into the cover over here. Now we are basically generating a massive bomb target, but they don't have yellow jackets anymore. Oh good, we're down to just a single Nidhogg left in the support lance, and that'll put us down to... Or are we? Should be. That'll put us just down to the primary lance. You didn't take any damage to your legs, did you? Stormcrow shifting on forward, gonna be aggressive. He's got 6 medium lasers and missiles. Gonna nail that commando pretty hard. Thank Lord for Hummingbird. It's spelled with an O and 2 M's, man. You know this. And got a fairly accurate shot of the Locust as well. Both these mechs are extremely vulnerable at the moment, and we need to pull them back a little bit. But that was the price of freedom. Do you have a target? You do not. I do want to push on a target, but the problem is your left torso is so gosh darn weak. Where is that Nidhogg gunship? You are really far in back. I don't want to use you just yet, but I do want to get Coach out of the way. Coach, do you have a shot? You do have shooting scoot. You see a Stormcrow and a Rifleman. Shoot the Stormcrow.
I'm on him.
Okay, some good hits. Especially with that pulse laser, it was beautiful. And he also managed to get that target acquire going on, and we're going to slip on down underneath the cover. So if they want me, they gotta come get me. Apollo will reserve, because I want to get a better opportunity for something. T-Bone in the drop air. The drop air got quite badly lit up by that, actually. That was a really, really rough engagement for him. I would like to maneuver over into the cover, but I can't, like, stop along the way to just engage somebody. Can I get a line of sight on that Nidhogg? If I were to be super ballsy and aggressive, I would have to put myself within minefields and... Okay, so this is basically a dead zone at the moment that I want them to cross, not I. Let's take another turn chilling out. Or do we take advantage of our stealth tech? I think I want to take advantage of my stealth tech a little bit. No, T-Bone reserves as well. We need more information. I have to know what they're going to do. Lego can continue to sprint on forward. Lego will actually be able to get a line of sight, but Lego's actually going to take cover.
All right.
Nidhoggs have a finite ammo. I ran into one. Once then hit by a mountain and did nothing. The Viper took a headshot? No, it's just got a, it just has a armored cowl on it, which gives it additional armor. So it looks like it's got damage, but it's actually got more health than it should. I don't want to push out just yet. I want them to come to me. I need to see what they're doing first. Noah on the left flank. If I mob him, I can kill him. He's guarded and he's entrenched. It's going to make him a little bit more difficult to knock out. Careful grouping up with missile. He becomes someone else's hit. Yep, we know. And a Locust got nailed with a headshot on that one.
Taking some heavy damage.
Yeah, I've got to get Ek out another. A little bit of medium pulse fire over onto the Mumblebird. Did manage to connect a little bit, but we're otherwise okay on that.
Scratch.
And more large pulse laser fire. So we are okay. We got to get the Locust on out of here. The streaks are a bit of a problem.
That was sloppy, lad.
This is your 4th turn overheating, man. How are you not offline? Okay, Nidhogg's coming up. That's what we wanted. Hi, buddy. Welcome to my street. I don't know what you've got, though. So, I think it's a Gauss rifle, or is it 2? Hopefully it's just 1. Just 1, and a heavy laser, or was that a large pulse? In any event, buddy, I'm mobbing you now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit you. You moved very far. The Pegasus is going to shift on over in that direction as well. He'll also probably shoot at the Viper, because that Viper's arm is currently extremely exposed. Luckily for us, looks like we managed to take the damage in places we didn't care about. Run away. Now we got this. We have this handled. Alright, Apollo. First things first, we are not engaged. We are not in an engagement now with these guys. They have to come in this direction if they want to actually be in part of this fight. So that lets me be a little bit more bold, a little bit more aggressive. And so what I want to do is I want to shoot you, but I don't... Actually, can I stand still and shoot you? I can't. I want to shoot you, but I need to do so intelligently. You do not have any active components. Okay, we can work with that. You're going to show your right torso off to the incoming fire that's about to basically try and mob you, which is going to be painful. We'll deal with fairly close range shot. I'm going to burn this one as much as I can.
Targeting outstruck.
Okay, we did get hit with one of our large, with one of our heavy mediums.
Watch my heat. I'm taking
The
damage.
Viper's got to chill out in the next turn, though. We do have most of the unit currently saved. The drop bear is going to get shelled, to be expected, and that's fine. Managed to avoid any real damage on that one. Okay, now we queue up Exodus in the Cougar, and the Cougar is kind of designed for this sort of engagement as well. He's got a large pulse laser, which he's going to help out. You'll notice a 50% accuracy on that one. He's got enough missiles to sort of add to the effect. Did manage to shoot down half of our missiles, which is a bit unfortunate. How are you doing on armor at this point? Okay, front armor is incredibly weak. We've got an opening. Now the drop bear, I don't think can get an angle on this. Oh, please tell me you can. You can. It's got to be a terrible shot, isn't it?
Moving fast.
But you're here, and that's what matters. Shut off one of the ERs.
Right, Commander.
The reason why we're doing this is because any hit could be a crit, and a crit could be a death.
I'm ready.
That's what I'm kind of leaning on. Sprint as well. I don't have a target on the gunship. How bad is that head? That head has no armor. This is why we armor to the max, people. We're going to zip off over here. We're getting everybody under the ECM protection, everybody under the protection that we can actually use. Top phase 4, and that means Apollo. I don't want to risk that just yet. Punisher. Or T-Bone.
Waiting for orders.
T-Bone, if you fired from here, you'll get a 15. If you walked up close and personal to him, so you had a direct line of sight and you were relatively near to him, within visual range, we're going to see if we can't push him over the edge just with this mech. The reason why I want to do it with the drop bear, because the drop bear, that's a heavy Gauss rifle?
Commander.
Oh, the reason why I wanted to do it with the drop bear is just if the drop bear sits there, that's fine. Punisher. No, I don't want to use Punisher.
Waiting for orders.
Viper. Not Viper either. I want the Cougar, but the Cougar is currently not an option.
Good to go.
So, push it with this. You're open on two sides now. Your front armor is incredibly weak. This will shove him over the line for sure. I really don't want to invest Punisher into this, but I think I might have to. Apparently that's a really terrible shot. How close can I get to him? That might be able to help a little bit. Take some high ground on him. 27. Blast away. No connections. He's ECCM. I don't want to risk it right now. Now with a heavy Gauss rifle on the field at the moment, it's just too much of a danger. You, on the other hand, might be able to do something about this.
Location confirmed.
Right, not you. Shut off the medium.
Target locked. It's
Got it. Okay, Nidhogg's out. So we got him taken care of.
one for the scrap heap.
And he didn't cook. Okay, we got that.
Gotta shut her down.
Wait, no. Okay, we got it. I thought for a second he had shut off his mech. Now, whose ECM bubble are we currently inside of? Is this the rifle? I think it's the rifleman jamming us, okay. But the trick on this one is I gotta get you back home. You're presenting your right side towards most threats. Shut off both heavy mediums. Shut off the snub. Alright, we're going to chill for a round and brace. That'll get the Viper back under control. ECM don't stack, no idea. ECM does stack. Like, it absolutely does stack, man. The more ECM you put on the field, the more it adds to everybody. Stormcrow coming for a punch! Okay, we got a melee Stormcrow battle. Because that's not at all ridiculous.
You need more practice.
Yeah, I think he does, because that was dumb. That was incredibly dumb on his part. If you have a shot on here, what are we looking at? 39%. I'd like a... That'll do. That was the shot I was looking for. Get yourself right on here. You can see everybody. 33, 39, 71 Nova.
Attacking from position.
It's kind of hoping that his head would get taken off, but hey. ECM absolutely stacks. I'm told it's only the highest value. I have been told that it stacks, and that's why I use multiple ECMs on everybody. So, I'm going to need to know who told you who didn't, because they can maybe clarify what's going on. Because if it doesn't stack, then I'd like to know that too. I don't suppose Otter is still around. We can ask him. I need you to get a line of sight on that Nova, because I kind of accidentally committed to him. Right, swing on over here. So in a sec, I'm going to feel silly for running around with 4 Warfare Streets. See, Otter says it. Yep, they stack. Okay, good hits. We've got this Nova a little bit managed. And that'll open up Coach and the Commando. And the Commando can run on over here and get an obstructed shot, which is less than ideal, but I'll take it. ECM protection going out for everybody, and that's actually fairly good. I will shut off the medium laser, and really it's the pulse that's keeping me over temperature. Do you have breaching shot? I don't think you do. Yeah, you got a fire control system Nova, so we'll light tag him as well. Good hits, missed with the tag though. You can read the sensor rolls. Alright, so we have a little bit of a brawl going on over here. I would like to take out this Pegasus just because it's going to be irritating throughout the rest of the battle. The Nova should be relatively easy to knock back flat because it's not... Oh, you got a Gauss rifle of some description. Should be relatively easy to knock flat. However, now that he's pulled back, we can focus pretty much all of our efforts onto the Stormcrow.
Standing by.
So the Cougar could just run over here and just eliminate those guys. We'll do that.
On it.
I just want to take as many of the enemy off the field. Cook. Didn't work as well as I wanted.
Watch those heat levels.
Okay, so we are on 14. I believe that's going to be the fire support vehicle off in the corner. And he is just going to launch a whole ton of LRMs at everybody, which we should be jamming the crap out of because of all of our rings. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sensor rings at least. So we are definitely getting them. That was a weird laser? Yeah. The Rifleman 2C I want to deal with last because the Rifleman 2C is going to be an absolute nightmare to take down. I mean, I don't know about armor-wise, but in terms of firepower, he's packing. Oh no, they started to fire on Big Mama. Big Mama doesn't generate heat anyway, so it's not the biggest of deals, but... Alright, so we did spend a round cooling down, which means I can now spend a round amping up. Okay, sensors impaired and destroyed. Good, that takes away that off the board. So I don't have to worry about him slipping into my back and messing with angles that I'm trying to protect. I will slide on right here. I need to protect my left side, so we'll present that.
Roger that.
And we will cook a little bit, but our override successful because it's the first time. Timo! The drop bear is a little bit toasty at the moment, and I'd prefer not to use him until I've Arctic Cheetah 2. Really, everybody's somewhat on fire at the moment, so... Tag arrows available. We're not going to use it. I mean, that'd be suicidal. Shut off the large heavy. Can't get an ER, but I can get a light tag, so we'll poke him. Missed. But that's okay. It's actually 7. Maybe it's worth removing some of the IFF blockers to get back to standard sensors. I think we're doing okay, and really protection is a little bit more important than offense at the moment. Alright, I'm going to slip down into cover. Is that going to be in my... That'll be in my minimum range still. So I need to find a position that will give me enough range to shoot at you from beyond my minimum range. That'll do.
Roger that.
Over the rough terrain, only a 16%. And there is a mech in the way that I do not want to shoot. I will not fire this round.
Waiting for orders.
Which means the drop bear could go on for his back and just be hyper aggressive because we are really close to heat neutral. So We will shut off our medium or our ER mediums. They're only a slight increase, but they also generate a ton of heat, and this will allow us to get into his back. Oh no, we're on his side. Good enough though. But get some hits. Now we've got this Nova basically being chased. Which, if he runs back to this guy, that'll be good, because so far the Refitting's not in a position to do too much. We do have the mineral field here providing additional support to our sensors at the moment, so that'll allow us to keep more or less in control. Cross your fingers. And a whole bunch of fire going on with the Cougar. Omnipod lower arm destroyed. Ooh, that's an accuracy arm.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Check channel, because I saw someone try to avoid friendly fire. Oh, friendly fire isn't. And he stood still. Okay, so he's an idiot. So, Commando, can I get you a direct line of sight on this guy? Because he's an idiot and we want to kill him. Slide very slightly to the side. I am going to shove this sucker over the line. Because it's time to drill. I'd like to take this thing intact if at all possible. So once we got him down, we'll be able to move into the Nova. Once the Nova's down, he might come into position. Oh, Rifleman's coming all the way. And he's providing the ECM protection now. Luckily for us, he's not providing too much protection just yet, but it is a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Fire! Ooh, that missed. Yeah, that's what I think, Arclight. Offensive push to the leg, not worth it? No. The accuracy malice to offensive push is huge. So, you just can't get accurate fire as long as it's up. Exodus. ECCM. Exodus is gonna go offensive on this one now. He has a fairly powerful ECM suite. I do need to get, however, Exodus mostly into cover at this point, because Exodus is kind of toasty. That'll do.
On my way.
Shut off the small... Or do I burn him? Burn him. Okay, just don't explode.
I'm generating a
Or shut down would have been the bad one too.
too hot.
Okay. Because that was my ECCM coverage. So that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. Streak SRMs, or streak LRMs. Got some decent hits on there. Enemy turn. Let's see if it's going to be him up. And how are you going to... It's going to be the Nova. The Nova's going to try and point blank range me with a Gauss rifle. I think Drop Bear's got him mostly handled though. Because at the end of the day, the Drop Bear has better systems. I find myself using afternoon abilities like push and sensor lock a lot less than RT. Well, because they suck. The Vigilance is good, but Vigilance is super expensive. It's not worth it compared to Inspiration, in my opinion.
Good to go.
But on the flip side of that, can I even shoot at all? I can fire a single heavy medium. I can also punch for 24 damage, which is less than my single heavy medium. So what I will do is I will maneuver very slightly and fire into the youth side with the heavy medium,
Target confirmed.
which I think we hit. Oh, that I shot a friendly in the back. I spam sensor lock a lot. We don't have sensor lock yet. So we're talking about offensive push and vigilance. So. You can get fire control systems that make you have 30% more accuracy. So you can snipe heads. I would prefer to have the bonus for inspiration. Most of the time. There are times where you do want to just go full protect on. But a lot of the time, it's just a really good idea
Right, Commander.
to keep everybody at a plus 5% accuracy. Okay, we got this Nova mostly handled over here.
Hit, Commander.
Oh, you specifically mentioned sensor lock? Then I missed that. I was thinking you were talking about the other ones. Because I don't have sensor lock right now. I need a UAV. That would help out a lot. Oh, the accuracy is so high, we are going to cook this sucker hard. No tag arrow just yet.
Firing on target.
Good strike. Structure exposed. We'll slip on over to the side. And that'll cook us a little bit, but we should be able to get that under control in short order. And we do also have the tag arrow, which I intend to use again. Mech too hot.
My heat sinks can't take much more.
Next turn, we'll get it back under control. So, still fire raging next to the Stormcrow, but the Stormcrow is probably going to be able to move now, isn't it? Which will be a little bit painful to deal with, because I think I've got Ek left in the Locust, and Arclight. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Left arm destroyed. That is my heavy small laser arm. And his heat is toasty as all hell. And again, he didn't move. Mama Bird, you got a shot? How about it? You have a real shot? Oh, yeah.
Affirmative.
So, ratcheting on the damage on that one. So that has opened up his leg quite heavily. I'd love to be able to wipe out that leg.
Affirmative.
So I just need to get a little bit more firepower into it, and Arclight has a Gauss rifle to do it with. The Rifleman 2C, however, is on the way. He's going to shift over to the side and do nothing. Ooh,
Confirmed.
he's scared. Shut off the large, shut off the medium, shut off the pulse. I can tag him, but that's about it. How much health you got left? Like, because he's been cooking for 2 rounds straight. And I can't get a medium laser on him. Fire the tag.
On him.
Okay, we'll fire a tag and we'll slip over to the side. Ooh. Okay, I can.
You got it. Watch my heat.
What? I did not hear the emergency heat shutdown.
Down.
That's gonna be a nice reroll. That'll be fun. We're gonna do some fun stuff with them now that we have more tech. Rifleman's almost around the corner. We got to deal with this soon, or we suffer. Can I get a better shot if I move in extra close? Or this may be what we end up doing. Cluster? Yeah, let's set this sucker to cluster. Give him everything. Left arm destroyed, upper arm destroyed, and please tell me I took out his leg. He's unsteady, but he's not dead. Eck, please tell me you're in a position to do something, Eck. Knock him over, please. Okay, that's a left torso destroyed, left leg destroyed, and he's on the ground. Okay, so we got the Stormcrow down. I anticipate we will have the Nova killed by next turn. We might have him killed by next turn. Center torso coming down on him. Just a lot of pain getting rained all over the place. As long as the other arm stays intact with the large pulse laser, I'll be reasonably happy about it. Unfortunately, that other arm is incredibly vulnerable. Alright, Apollo. It's time to... Do we take off his other leg or do we just kill him? He needs probably about 180 damage there. He needs another 180 damage there, but the difference is 50 accuracy versus 82. I think we go for headhunting, but headhunting is really torso critting. So if we can get a little bit of damage on there, we might be able to get some fun stuff done. Shift on over there. We'll cook it a little bit.
This heat is cooking my internal structure.
T-Bone. Alright, T-Bone, it's time for you to kill me a Nova. I desire it, I crave it, I need it. So what you're going to do is you're going to basically walk right up next to him, point blank range, in the back. Ooh, you're not quite as badly damaged as I thought he was. Get up all the R's. Keep the heat under control. That's the main thing. This is going to be a sustained battle. That's got it. Okay, so we took care of the Nova. That's the drop bear. How's our ECC fail chance? I don't know what that means.
How can I help?
The ECCM doesn't fail as far as I know. Go ahead, hunting. Engine crit, Omni crit.
Punched right through his armor.
Yeah, but that's probably his center torso, which I don't want dead.
Roger that.
Rekgar's feeling all smug because Rekgar's the one who named the drop bear. Kill it. We have to. It's no choice. Did you break the gun? You did not break the gun, but we're not going to risk you breaking the gun because you can jam it. This seems like such a waste. But your only other option is to go start fighting him. Who's next? We're on 20. That means we've got 19, which is Jester coming up. And Exodus and Ek. Yeah. I'm not wasting a Gauss rifle shot on that.
Confirmed.
Instead, I'll plant a Gauss rifle shot right into the Rifleman. Which, you know, did a fairly decent job. Jester in the Arctic Cheetah, no. Exodus in the Cougar. Restart.
Systems ready to go. Watch
Hey,
level.
we got it back online? I don't know if we did. Jester.
Ready for orders.
Arctic Cheetah is going to lay down some pain.
Copy that.
So I'm going to shut off the heavy large. I'm going to shut off the air medium. And surprise. Oh, did I not have it on? I must have not have it on. The Locust. We'll come around and finish this off because the Locust does it fairly decently. So just get a decent line of sight. Target that center torso. Okay, Stormcrow dead. Well, Bias is my favorite close second to Lego. If you get another SCR would be a daddy bird. Unfortunately, we're only going to get one part off that, so that's not going to happen. So we've got the Rifleman here, who has been tagged, and just... Ooh, baby, that was accurate pulse fire. Right.
All systems nominal.
And let's see. Thank you, Nuke Dog 3000 for following. Always nice to have more people along the way. Glad that you are enjoying the stream. That we're all having a great old time together. Very big surprise. Coach, turn that commando back on, please. And override successful. Is he online? I think so. Although he doesn't shed heat in the turn he turns on, which is really kind of bugging me. I think I'm gonna have the drop bear go after the Rhino. I don't want them overlapping too many easy. Holy jeez, why is the Arctigita getting lit up so bad?
Armor breach. Internal damage.
You're fine. You're mostly fine. Pulse laser blasting down to the Lego. So yeah, I think I'll send the drop bear offer to him. I don't want too many overlapping ECM fields, and I don't want to deal with that. T-Bone. Yeah, this is part of the reason why we kept you chill. You're just going to rush in here all nice and stealth-like. Because it's what you do, and you're going to turn on all the weapons. And you're going to cook a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, he did shoot down a couple through AMS, which is not good. We don't rely on missiles as much as Howell did, but we do use missiles. Holy God. He got through to the center torso. Turn everything on. Take aim at that rifleman.
All weapons are go.
And nuke him a bit. Alright, so we managed to hit him with an arrow 4 pretty accurately. And then we're going to slip off. Who did you hit? Arclight?
Moving to position.
I think Arclight might have caught the edge of that a little bit. Yeah, just a bit though, nothing too terrible. The Cougar is still overheat, but we're working on getting it back under control. So we should be able to just lob. Ooh, I'm not even going to bother with that. Just brace it up and get that temperature under control.
Talk to me.
Punisher, right. So I need to get you in range to start engaging this guy, hopefully with a direct line of sight, although the obstructed line of sight is not terrible. I could try and engage now. I think we need to leave the draw bear with that one, but Mama Bear is in relatively good condition. The problem is he out-tons me pretty bad. And a straight-up duel like that doesn't seem to be nearly in my interests just yet. So I will stay inside the mineral field for the additional difficulty.
Copy that.
Some obstructed shot. Both shots ain't all that great, but I'm good on ammo.
Roger that.
Did manage to miss all 3 shots, but that's okay. That's tanky. Well, yeah, it's a tank. I mean, all vehicles in RogueTech are stupid strong now. That's a decent shot. That is not as decent a shot. Yeah, how much armor are we dealing with? Got 160 armor to burn through on the back of that. Hey, we hit him again. Lego doing good work. Slip on back.
Understood. Commander.
And Apollo's Viper needs to just chill.
Roger.
And Coach's mech also needs to kind of chill. Slip on back here, and we'll get that temperature back under control. So we've got all of our mechs more or less back control on the heat, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem moving forward in a little bit. Cross your fingers. But yeah, taking out this rifleman is going to have to be basically all hands on deck, and that's a lot more damage. God, this thing's strong. It's like a perfect fire support platform. Are you just going to stand still? How have you not shut down? You have not shut down once.
Standing by.
Okay, Locust 2C. It's going to jump out of cover and be super aggressive. Hi. Just want to start getting damage on. We got a structure exposed. Okay, so now we got some penetration here. See what he's going to do with the Rhino fire support vehicle. I may end up ignoring the Rhino. Yeah, lots of fire on the Locust. Just don't hit the head and we're fine. So we should be okay. Sanity that the rifleman does not care about this anything. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this pilot, but this pilot just does not give a crap and can handle it too. Because he's overcooked for 4 rounds we saw in a row. That was a bit of an impressive feat. Okay, so we got to protect our left, so we're going to show our right a little bit. I don't like doing this, but it's probably for the best. Fire! Oh, did we manage to hit the... I think we hit his fire support vehicle too. His sombrero protects him from the heat. Yes, this is true. T-Bone, T-Bone's a little bit toasty at the moment. How much armor do you got in back? Do we know? Oh, really? You're that vulnerable from the back? Alright, as much as I want to keep shooting this fire support vehicle, I gotta tap down on how much he can actually do to me. ER mediums to off, to get our temperature back under control. We've got another 2 rounds, this and 1 more of shooting, and we got the large pulse laser crit, the upper arm destroyed, and the large pulse destroyed. So I just need a little more fire into that thing in order to fully pull it offline. Hey, surprise from the side. Cluster it. And shoulder destroyed. Also managed to damage his Ultra AC, and he's unsteady. If I put in enough firepower quick enough, I can knock that thing over. Exodus is in the Cougar, so I will... Ha! Side angle shot as well. So this was the trap that we have sprung on him. Fire everything. Okay, there goes the arm. That's what we wanted. So he's lost half of his weaponry.
That hit something good.
And the Cougar, if the Cougar goes first,
Watch my heat.
should be able to knock him over. So Exodus is up. Exodus has a very damaged arm and basically damaged everything. And we're going to push hard.
Confirmed.
Hi, buddy. I don't have my smalls to just blitz you with, but I do have all of these. Oh, ammo explosion took out the mech.
Destroyed.
Good job. I'm hoping that was an engine crit and we can just grab a whole bunch of parts for a rifleman. Alright, Punisher. I think it's time we started dealing with this truck who thinks he's got more power than he does. Or, you know, you can miss 3 shots, but that's okay. What's lucky? That ain't the back.
Receiving you.
And you are no longer involved in this combat. You are gone. Thank you for playing. But I am not risking you exploding.
Affirmative.
I'll lock that down. Ek, you're next. So X-Locust is a little bit banged up, I suppose you could say. Mostly in the head. It's really not so badly damaged once you stop to think about it, but still. Give me that back angle shot. It's what I want. It's what I crave. Shoot! And he managed to shoot down a little bit on that one, so that's okay. Check it out. So how will the truck respond? It'll probably try and switch on back over and blast us in the back. Oh, drop bear taking quite a bit of hits on that one, but that should be okay.
Took a heavy hit there.
So on to Apollo.
Yes, Commander.
So Apollo's Viper is just absolutely on fire. It has taken so much heat, and we will deal with it in the way in which heat must be dealt with, by adding on even more
Firing all weapons.
and lighting them on fire. Vehicles don't like fire.
Heat damage.
Nothing important there needs armor anyway.
Orders.
Well, technically he's got no armor, but he's doing fine on the structure.
Confirmed.
Just keep away from this battle. Don't get involved. So how much damage do we actually? Not you. Ugh, why are you so gosh darn tanky? Still got 2 medium pulses in it. Alright, so I need to just continue to... Oh, have you seriously backed yourself into a corner?
I got you.
You jerk. We will shut off the ER large to keep the temperature under control and the medium laser, and basically just pulse him. I don't want to risk too many of my mechs being overheated by this guy, because it's going to take a while to break him.
Commander?
The drop bear has 1 more round of shooting in him. And then he's down to just energy. Turn to the ER mediums. We will go over the line just because this is our last round of shooting that beautiful MRM. And we're now officially out of MRM ammo. It only had a single ton. It's got 10 rounds of shooting.
Long-range missiles.
Yeah, it looks like it ran out of ammo too. Unless he's got like secondary ammo, which would be a problem. Okay, we're gonna move right... Actually, can you shoot him from here? Can you warlord from here? Just shoot. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, warlord him. Okay, good hits. Although I think I may have nicked one of my friendlies.
Getting stripped off.
Yeah, we may have nicked one of our friendlies.
Roger
I'm gonna
that.
get there close, see if I can't box him in.
Standing by.
Arclight. I need Arclight to get a side angle if at all possible. There's that side angle shot we're looking for. Please be an accurate shot. Can't shoot cluster because he's not exposed enough yet. Okay, another good hit, breaching shot, and that means Exodus can come in with the Cougar, and we just start basically trying to burn him down on all sides.
Firing.
I think we're overwhelming his... And there we go. Whew. That was a rough one.
Mission successful.
So, that took a lot of damage. We are going to need a rebuild on the Cougar. Other than that, we're doing okay. Just walked the Cougar into 25 mines. Well, 25 damage worth of mines. Had to be done. It got us to the angle in order to wipe him out, and he still had the leg armor to take it. So Clamberrock not super happy with us, but, you know, needs must. So the Cougar is now lacking 1.5 tons worth of weaponry, which I'm not sure what I'm going to replace with that. The Viper got pretty badly damaged, but other than that, managed to survive. The frontal or the center torso armor on the Articheetah also quite badly damaged, and the Locust took a head hit, which nearly took its head off. It would not be a stream if Mumbo didn't shoot a friendly. Oh, come on. They can learn to duck. Alright, so I've got enough to go for a Nova here. 1, 2, 3. Apparently I got enough to go for an entire Nova, because there's an entire Nova here. Not quite sure how that happened. Then there's 4 parts to a rifleman. There's 1 part to that. We may not end up taking that. Amos Flare. Countermeasure. counter missile that will intercept missiles fired at any landsmates. AMS chance to intercept is 80%. AMS fires 10 shots. Go for the rifle. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. I want to take a look at what we've got here. Because I believe, yeah, there's a heavy Gauss rifle on this table too. That would be really nice to have. I don't have a mech who can use it, but it would be really nice to have. Also, how heavy is this thing? It's 18 tons. Whew. Large pulse laser clan, whole bunch. Oh, there's Telos LRMs. Yeah, this is good loot. Well, we were expecting that. Yeah, a clan Gauss rifle, which would give me, I believe, 2 at that point. Yeah, that would give me 2, so I could basically take a twin clan Gauss rifle mech, which would be a lot of fun. Medium X-pulse lasers, Risk MMLs. Why you do this to me? Who had the rotary AC5? Oh, it must have been the Yellow Jacket. Ultra AC5 clans, which are really good. Angel ECM, Endosteel, a whole bunch of fusion cores, including a 240, bunch of XL engines, which were terrible because they got those mechs killed. Guardian ECM, Heatsinks clan double, Heavy Pharaoh. Oh, this is so good. Omnipod hands, advanced sensor jammers. Oh, yeah. Hand sensor trackers and warfare suites. Double heavy Gauss ammo. Why? Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? That's so good. All of this is so good. Right, so we are getting 10 additional pieces to salvage. Anything, this is what hit us, by the way, the augmented thunders. Grab the double heavy Gauss. If I do that, I don't have a heavy Gauss rifle though to use. Heavy Gauss, ammo, and AMS. No, I'm not doing the AMS. AMS is cool and interesting, but no thank you. The heavy Gauss I think we will take, though, because that is something to build a mech around, and I want to do that. I think on top of that, I'm probably going to build the advanced sensor jammer on this one. So that'll give us bonus to detection. That'll give us an ECM jammer on top of that. This 364, and the sensor tracker is 364 one unit. So this is +4, +2, +1, -1 accuracy. This would be good on... Not quite sure, actually. Probably the... Whatchamacallit? The drop bear would probably use this one well. ECM jammer generates 2. Jammer bubble is 240 meters, and the cockpit sensors is 2 as well. And this one is... 2 electronic gains a field of... Grants a 1 ECM suite to everyone within range of 160 meters. Jammer bubble is 160. Yeah, the sensor tracker is better. Sensor hammer is not... Jammer's nice. Also, you never use the ECCM, so it would be nice. We use ECCM when it's needed. So, the advanced sensor jammer isn't as good as the sensor tracker, because the sensor tracker gives you cockpit sensor suite stacking bonus of 2 to sensor checks. And that's something this sensor jammer doesn't have. So this grants 1 ECM field to everybody and counters 2 stealth bonus. So the sensor tracker is a better option because it also gives accuracy. Oh, there's so much good kit here. Like, we could literally get a Nova out of this, which would be amazing. But we're just going to lock that. Oh, you son of a... I was just hoping it was going to give me a whole bunch. So we've got enough to get a rifleman should we core out his XL engine. We got an ATM-9, and we got that other Gauss rifle. We got one of the Teloses. We got a useless internal combustion engine. And we got some useless HMG ammo. And we got 8 ammunition for the ATMs, which we didn't need. Yes, we did get this, I guess. We got a fair bit of equipment on that one. That was good. Kind of sad that I didn't get my hands on more parts for that Nova. Because if we had gotten 4 parts for the Nova, we could have built one. Can you imagine a twin Gauss? I don't think it has enough pod space, but a twin Gauss Nova. That would be fun. Yeah, that was a hell of a mission. There's no way to put that in. That was brilliant. That worked out amazing for us. So much good kit. A really nice fight. We even took on the twin Nidhogs and the twin the whatchamacallit. I keep spacing on those, and the twin yellow jackets that ended up going really, really well. Oh, that's great. I do want mechs, but that is some sweet, sweet kit on that. Alright, so since we're loading, hi, you 25 people. If you haven't actually joined this channel before, maybe you should actually follow the channel. And you can get alerts whenever we actually do things on this. We stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 5 o'clock, and we have a pretty decent good time with it. And if you're enjoying the content right now, maybe head on down, scroll down, maybe check out the YouTube channel as well. We play another campaign, Hull's Heroes, which is a Tortugan pirate campaign, so a radically different style from this, much more missile-focused, which we're trying desperately to move away from because AMS is becoming a major problem, as well as a game called Starfleet Command, which is another 1980s board game that got turned into a computer game, and it's amazing and awesome in all ways. Yeah, lots and lots of damage. I don't think we're going to take another mission this month, even though we're really low on cash, and we're going to need it. So the Cougar is going to need a pretty big rebuild. I want him on top so I can get that rebuild started. We should check, though, mech base, see if we actually got any mechs. I don't think we did. I don't think we're that close to anything, but just in case, I want to keep an eye on it. Storage. Oh, okay, we got a cicada. Oh, we got a Nova. We legitimate. Oh, we had 4 parts of that Fury, didn't we? Where's the Fury? Where's the Fury? There's the Nova C. Where's that Fury? Do I not have enough parts? The Fury? Is that it? Is that what you're telling me? I think that's what it's telling me. Where is that Fury? There it is. Okay. So there is no difference as far as I'm aware. Between this. Salvage, Nova Chassis, bringing the full wrath of its designer to bear on emulating of Nova Prime, Alpha Strike using an array of jury-read chemical laser. Okay, so we wouldn't want that anyway. The C1 was one of the first Omnimex produced by the clan. Okay, does anybody know the difference between the Sierra and Charlie variants of it? Because we are getting a Nova out of this. So that's going to be amazing. We're also getting a Cicada out of it, but I'm not going to build the Cicada yet because I'll put the Cicada in storage to have for later. So, if slots on mechs are supposed to simulate volume, why don't bigger mechs have more slots? Because the in-lore universe thing is a bigger mech requires more space for other things. Larger actuators, larger bundles of mimer, just to get to the base level that you would get in a smaller mech. It's heavier equipment that requires more reinforcement and structure, which takes up space. The out-of-universe thing is it's a gameplay mechanic that we just kind of have to deal with. So the C configuration of the Nova has a powerful Gauss rifle. Okay, so it's the Gauss rifle one. And the S configuration is for urban combat with 6 medium pulse lasers for use against soft targets. The S has 4 machine guns and an anti-missile system. I'm going to build a C. Let us build the C. The reason why we're building the C is because it could give us another Gauss rifle.
That mech you asked for.
Alrighty, so we have a Clan Nova now on the field, which is lovely. And then bays. I have all the room in the world. I don't know why I thought I was restricted on base. And we will ready up a Cicada. Oh, we have several Cicada. Oh, we only have enough to build one Cicada though. So I will grab you and I'll grab you and we'll confirm a Cicada as well. So 2 brand new mechs. It's a Cicada 3. Alter configuration of the 2. The 3 was created after careful analysis, swaps an ER-PPC for an ER-large laser, and uses the remaining tonnage for small pulse lasers to medium pulse lasers. So this is basically Sproge's favorite Cicada. Right. Alright, so we have 2 brand new medium mechs, both of which are full on clan tech. Did we actually save the Gauss rifle? So let's go check it out. So we got the Stormcrow's little brother. We did get the Gauss rifle. Nice. Okay, so we've got a Gauss rifle on top of this. We don't have the tonnage, I don't think, to fit in 2 of them. So if we pulled everything off, just to see how much pod space we've got, we are talking about 22 tons, which is 2 tons short of just the guns. I have Ando and Pharaoh as my already built-ins, I believe. Oh no, this is standard structure and standard clan armor. Ooh, we do have we have room in this mech. Okay, let's see if we can't make this a twin Gauss carrier. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna give it a chance. And Endo clan. Already installed. Okay, so it's already installed. We can't change out the gyro, which sucks a little bit. 3 tons short of the design. No bot for uptime? We have very few stuff, but we've been streaming for 2.5 hours at this point, and we'll be streaming for a little while longer. So, let's see what else we've currently got going. So, if we can manage to find another 3 tons out of this mech, we could actually build a. We could actually throw in the second Gauss rifle. I don't know if it exists though. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty sure it doesn't exist. Because I'm not willing to strip any more armor off of this thing. I do kind of want to put a double heatsink kit on it. We are at a 250 fusion core, which means we can get that double heatsink kit in there for free. So we'll just grab one of our 2 clan ones and throw it on there. So that's all set up in there. Don't think dual Gauss is a good idea. Well, it's a good thing it ain't even possible, so no worries on that one. So we will throw the Gauss rifle back on in there. I will probably give it a double Gauss rifle ammo because I think I got one. A UAC 10. Do we have those? I wasn't sure. Yeah, we got a single UAC 10. Not sure I'm enamored with the idea. I mean, it is 10 tons, but yeah, if we wanted to do it, it would have to be in there. Well, we could pull out the Omni Lure. Just some large lasers. Gauss and large lasers is a nice combo. Yeah, the ranges match up pretty okay. The Ultra AC-10 is interesting. The Ultra AC-10 would be better for trying to shoot helicopters at the sky a little bit, because that would give us additional fire. There was already a clan heatsink on there, removing the one. Is there? No, it says 30. Oh, it removed it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Right. Okay, so we managed to save that anyway. So, Gauss rifle, it's so boring. It's such a boring build. We'll give him the clan double. We'll give him a double Gauss rifle ammo just to keep this thing going. We'll throw that in the center torso just to keep the ammunition alive because it's good ammo. We're been using big ballistics versus choppers unless they're LBX. Do I even have an LBX? I've got an LBX 10. We could cram it on here. We don't have the tonnage now that we've thrown it on the double Gauss rifle, but we've got 9 tons, which gives me enough for 2 clan large lasers. So if we come over here for clan larges, here a large laser, one there, here a large laser, one there. It puts our heat control at 60 for 78, which is not terrible. On top of that, we need to start throwing in other equipment. I've got 1.5 tons, which I will shave a little bit off the legs to see if I can't get myself up to the 1.5 tons, which I may then spend on things such as electronic warfare suites. So right there is going to be our armor stat. So we need cockpit stuff. Do we have... I think we throw the sensor tracker on here to make use of his advanced long-range capabilities. Any arms in the store? Do we have any arms? Can throw an Omnipod hand on here just for additional melee accuracy, but it's kind of useless. You can't put a lower clan Omnipod arm with a ballistic weapon. So as much as we'd love to throw this on here, you can't do it. So left arm can't be used with Omni... But yeah, you can't throw it on here because it's incompatible with Gauss rifles. Clan Endo, it's already on here. So I tried to add it and it said it was already there. So when I tried to change the structure anyway. So I came over here, I want to Endo Steel Clan. Structure already installed in the mech, can't change it. Oh, AMS. Sorry. Alright, let's see what kind of AMS we can find out of this one. Oh wow, big surge of people. Let's go see support weapons. There's taser ammo. Don't taser me, bro. We can't change the gyro, of course, because it's an Omni, and you're not allowed to do that on Omnis. Really can't do a lot to Omnis, but the armor, the Pharaoh pickup was nice. So cockpit items, sensor tracker on that, a standard fire control system with some description, not indirect, obviously. Energy, maybe. It's not great, but it'll help out the large lasers. Which is an advanced targeting computer for +1 for the offensive push. That might be an option. Slick suite for the cockpit. Because we may as well go a little bit nuts about giving him everything we can. Could go with the Predator, but I kind of want to save the Predator for another 50-tonner. I do also need to save one of my fire control system energies for the mech that we're going to be building for Sprogue. Because he's getting another mech, apparently. So we'll give him the breach shot targeting computer. So that'll get him mostly set up. Gives him another ½ ton for specialties. And sensor tracker gives him a sensor bonus, so we may as well give him an ECM suite. So 1.5 tons for that. But we could get this one, which is the clan version, which only weighs 1 ton, and the warfare suite is like 3 tons, right? Yeah. Predator is a bonus for long range, though. Yeah, but this gives breaching shot, which allows us to always deal damage at long range. I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea, but I will grab my plus 10% range, minus 50% range. Ooh, ballistic computer. Or battle targeting computer. So gives us a bit more and improves call shot modifier by 4%. Put that in there, maybe? Gives me half a ton. Takes away my ability to build in one of my probes, unless an active probe is half done. It's not. Do you have a UAV? We do not, unfortunately. It is something we've been on the lookout for, but there has not been one that we've been able to pick up, unfortunately. Case 2 is worthless to us since nothing on this mech explodes. Cockpit items we're good on. I can add jump jets. I could add a single jump jet to help it not get stuck. Yeah, armor might be the way to go, because we've given it pretty much everything we're going to give it. We'll probably actually, though, give it the Predator. I really want to save the Predator for something better. 10 called shot, plus 5% sight range, plus 3% extreme range accuracy. Yeah. As much as I just want to put this on so I can say, oh, wait, minus 1 recoil, was that? Minus 1 recoil with ranged weapons. Klein Gauss rifle jams, or does not produce recoil. Okay, we're good with that one. Fire support won't be tanking. Yeah, but we don't have many other options at this point. So give me the Predators so we can take those precision long-range shots, which will really just mean precision shots on helicopters. That's broke. Everybody tanks eventually. That's the rules. Everybody tanks. Nobody quits. Cooling pod, maybe? Oh, those are full ton. Oh, they're 1.5 tons. Jeez. Half a ton. Nope. Exchangers are more than that for sure. Clan exchangers, also the same weight. BC ain't doing anything now? It's a plus 10% range. So. Put on 1.5 ECM. Not opposed. Anybody have any ideas for names for this mech? Because we can throw the Guardian ECM onto him if we're not going to do that. Boop. And make him super hard to hit. And obviously we cannot add any more armor. We are 0.04 tons left in order to actually do that. So we got the double Gauss nice and protected in the center torso to keep it from getting blown off. We got the Gauss rifle out on an arm for the accuracy advantage. We got an ER large lasers and the Omnipod lowers for the additional accuracy as well. It doesn't work with the fire control system. Oh, okay. You don't have a computer to link the BC up to. Okay, that works. You took off the advanced targeting computer for requirement. BC only works. We got it. Thank you, Great Panda. Welcome to the stream. So, I think we got a mech here, folks. What do you think? We'll be basically rebuilding this mech with just a little bit of minor tweaks. Won't have the long-range capability. We'll instead be packing a pair of large lasers on the arm. We'll be able to kick some butt with it. Alrighty. So, we'll lock that down. That'll take it 9 days to build, which is a nice pickup time. And that will bump the Commando or the... whatchamacallit, the Locust off the map. Not sure which one yet, though. Because at the end of the day, the Locust is a really good training mech, but the Commando has more potential damage.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright, Cicada. Time for Spoke Cicada. There's only one thing we can do with this thing. It needs to be painted red. Papa Bird? It's too small for Papa Bird. It's a Nova, not a Stormcrow. Alright, fix everything. What's left? Ha! We saved another double heatsink kit and a 320 rated fusion core. I'm kind of surprised I can change it. Oh yeah, it's because it's a 2C. It's not an Omni. So we can go ham on this one, bro. ER large laser. We could just go maximum ER large lasers. We are, however, 0.9 tons overweight. So engine. Take one of my Clan XLs. Throw that in there for that. Pop over that weight. Well, we have quite a bit to work with at the moment. We have a pair of internal heatsinks and a Clan large laser. So we could slam in 2 Clan larges, although I'm a little bit surprised at how little weight we have. Oh, because we still have armor and structure to go through. Give him Clan Pharaoh. Give him normal Endo, because I don't think... actually, just give him normal Endo. Or normal Pharaoh. We'll save the Clan stuff for important stuff if we have lots of problems. Need an XL? Yeah, we already got that one in there. I think there's a bit of a delay going on now. So, and the gyro, however, we can swap out, and I will go and grab the structure gyro. The gyro XL. Now it is extra big, but gives us 6 more tons to work with and still has that large laser. Now it has 2 slots in the shoulders for additional weapons. So we have up to 6 energy weapons. And we have 3 large lasers. I think we might even go 3 large lasers. What do you think, Sproke? Or do you want lots of blitzy firepower? Although at this current rate we can't fit in the second slot, so we'd be down to 5. Do a quick check to see if I have any tags that... No, I've got the tagger, but no tags. No, money's we can deal with. Oh, yeah. Can't afford it. Perfect for an ultralight gyro? No way. Ultralight gyro is terrible. Gives you an additional percentage. But if that's what you want, that is what you shall have. We can't afford it, by the way. We are, as has been pointed out, no cash. So, however, the final design will wind up looking like, no doubt, slide down, large clans, like so. And yes, it's not symmetrical, but you know what? It doesn't have to be. It's gonna bug the heck out of me, but it doesn't need to be. And we're a little bit underway, so we'll give it some more armor, I think. Because I like armor. Armor keeps you alive from dying very much. Yes, 0.7, which I assume I can't do. Yeah. So that's where we must stay. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I can't just build it like this. Actually, no, it's not. Wait, really? No, it doesn't matter. So we will build this eventually, but there's a lot of other stuff to get fixed first. So let's throw all that in the bin for now. And now that we've actually built our Nova, we're going to come over to storage. And we're going to go to lights. What lights do we want to keep? Anything 20, 25, and 20 tons we can get rid of. Okay, there are none of those. We do have Urban Mechs, which may not run into a lot of them all that often. Really, most of these are clan mechs. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Get rid of you. Scrap the Urban Mechs. I don't need the RHWs. Because the original plan was I would use the RHWs to fill in on the Risk ones. But the only one we're going to be keeping is the Risk Arrow 4. So, because it's already got 3 parts to it. If we run into another one, we can build it. The Rapier, I don't care about. I'm going to trash it. And the Cougar. Going to keep that because we got quite a few Cougar parts, actually. Wolfhound, junk. Don't like Wolfhounds. I don't hate them, I just don't like them. Same thing with Panthers. They're not particularly interesting mechs, and I've used them before. Adder. Urban Mech. Incubus with 3 parts, and the Cougar. Right, that's good. Can't build any more mechs at the moment. We are slightly under the monthly payment. I don't think I'm going to run into another Blackjack Arrow. And I don't think I have a need for another 45er. So anything that is not going to be able to hit the... How many other spare parts do I have? I wish it would sort of be... I only have 2. Get rid of it. Anything that's not 50 tons or above gets the axe on this one. Including the Shadowcat parts. Ooh. Now I'm going to keep it because I like Shadowcats. But if it's a mech that I don't particularly like the design, we're getting rid of it. Sell Locust and Commando? Hell no! We keep these things and store them. Besides, we're good on bays. Once we start getting a little bit lighter on bays, then we might consider storing them. But I am not selling 2 of our very important mechs. They are there for moral support. Obviously not selling any of these because we need them. And hey, we got the rifleman part, which is great. There are 2 different ways to go with the Cicada. The one you just built or medium laser spam if you have the hard points. And medium lasers are adding like 8 tons. Unfortunately, we've only got 6 hard points for it. So that is a limitation of that design. Oh, get rid of the Vulcan. I like the Vulcan, but I made up my mind. And the Viper. We already have a Viper. Get rid of it. Okay, that puts us back in the green for the 7 days that are coming up. Although we pay so much per month. It's painful. Oh, yeah, Arctic Wolf, go back. No, just in you. Anybody else in the 45 to 40 ton range? The Cicada part, which we don't need anymore. Apparently there's a whole bunch more cicadas, but we're going to sell them all. Because we don't need them anymore. We've already got one. Damn, we already got one. Right. That should be assorted with selling all that. Let's go to the store, junk some more of this stuff, and we'll run the clock and then see if we can't manage to actually take on one more mission, just to make up for the fact that we had some problems early on with trying to make it work. For some reason, it just kept crashing on us. Right, ballistics, howitzer 2000s we don't need. I tried to keep one, just it was like, oh, it's a howitzer. No. Don't bother. Machine guns. I might build a machine gun build at some point. It'll probably be with clan machine guns, but hey, we're going to keep it. Machine gun arrays, obviously going to keep. Ultra ACs, yes, we keep. I don't even think I have a UAC 5. I think I used them all. But I do have, or just normal AC 5s. So I'm not going to be using them. I will only use UAC 5s. So that's not required. Heavy rifle ammo, absolutely not. We're not using anything that uses that. And same thing with light rifle. Oh good, we're over 2 million. We may even actually have enough to build the Cicada soon. Heavy machine gun ammo is fine. Sabo ammo, get rid of. And Rack 2 doubles for that risk Rack 2 that we've got, as well as the Rack 5 ammo should we run into one, which I'm willing to use Rack 5s. Yeah, we will be taking another mission, absolutely. We just want to trim a little bit because 7 days is coming up and we're not going to be ready for 7 days. So we want to try and get our costs down a little bit. Right, so ER large laser clan, absolutely we keep. Normal large laser we're not going to because we've got the clan ones. Blaze fires, no, not going to use it. And ER large laser, Blanken. Are you a clan one? Because you're 4 tons. Normal large laser should be the Blankenberg, 50% critical hit with this weapon. Weapon's very plus 9. No. Not going to use a weapon that varies that much. Bright Bloom, medium, plus 22% range to all brackets, but increase the heat of 50. Entering the After Dark portion of the stream. No. Flamers I'm keeping just in case, because I built a flamer build in our Howl's Heroes campaign, and that was ridiculous. And I want to do it again. A whole bunch of LPPC TLC APs. Keep those, keep those. The Magnum medium pulses we'll keep, and the Rakers and all that. I'm going to keep the small lasers just in case we build a crazy small spam build. We do have a fairly powerful mech that we are going to need to be building. Well, not fairly powerful, it's a Cougar, but we are going to be having to rebuild that. It might go ATMs. Huh. That'd be interesting. ATM 3, just for additional accuracy. LRM 5s I keep only because they're clan, as they weigh 2 ton or a single ton, which you can fill out with that. MML 10s we keep no matter what because they're amazing. SRM 4 just in case because they are slot fillers, but the 6s are the real show. Although it's not a clan version, so sell those 4s.
Nominal.
Let's go check to see who subscribed or followed. Thank you, Villainy and Chaos. You are now following us. So glad to have you with us on this one. Hopefully that you will continue to enjoy your adventures with us as long as we continue to have them. Hyper laser on Sprogue Cicada. What do you think, Sprogue? Do you want a hyper laser on that Cicada? Ammo ATM, and this is the only ammunition we have for that heavy MRM, which is a bit sad. It only allows us to fire 4 times. It's a bit problem. Also a good idea. Hello, Nuke Dog. Thanks for listening. ER micros we're keeping just in case I get a melee build. Finally, I will keep this because the moment I sell this, I will get an AMS. We had an option to get an AMS, but they're way better options. Fusion cores, time to get rid of all the crappy ones. Looks like we already did that, so we'll get rid of the internal combustion engine. Nobody is allowed to build hot rods on this boat. I forbid it. And then the last for the structure. And otherwise, normal equipment, basic equipment are all down to 1. Down to 1. 2 for the Pharaoh and Endo, which is fine. We keep that for its good stuff. Sensors basic down to 1 and stealth down to 1. And Warfare Suite down. Okay. We are trim as we can be, and that got us down to 1.332 million Seagulls. Oh, IBLS, you are so painful. Right. Okay, so we gotta chill. So first things first, manage the tasking. I want the Cougar done because the Cougar is going to need to rebuild, but really everybody else after that is not that big of a deal. Nobody actually took any critical hits on that, which was rather amazing. I will put the Mama Bird and the Viper up along with it because there are bigger ones. I will keep the Nova at the bottom, but the Cougar is first to be fixed. And then Drop Bear gets to go up because Drop Bear did a great job in managing to kill that mech basically on its own. It's the thing that finally gave us the Nova. All right, roll the clock. So now we roll along. Exodus and T-Bone return to duty. Jester's return to duty. Everybody's back on duty. And oh, it's so painful. So much painful, gosh. Still need to rebuild that arm? Yeah, the Cougar's going to be in just now, actually. Yep, work on the Cougar completes now. So now we can actually fix it. Hello, my little Cougar. You have been so badly damaged. Sprogue does not like the fact that I gave you heavy smalls, but I thought they were hilarious. Ooh, we lost an Omnipod lower over here as well. So do I have an Omnipod lower because it's kind of important? How do we want to build this, though? We can keep it as is. It is an Omnimech. It'll be a very fast repair. So, Omnipod lower arm. Okay, that gets that mech all fully patched up and ready to go. So now we just have 1.5 tons left. The double lance plus clan start is a financial nightmare. This is true. This is very painfully true. Alright, exchanger for the additional heat control because we kind of needed it. But if we don't rebuild that arm, we are not going to need it as bad. Could swap these out for MMLs. The problem with the MMLs is I have to keep different kinds of ammunition on hand rather than just relying on the normal LRM-10s. Vanilla medium lasers or ER small lasers if you want to keep playing the same way. I do like how it's set up and it didn't get totally thrashed. That's the key. So, and the heavy smalls just give you enough more of a punch that it really is quite nice. So ER smalls, we got 4 of them. Do I have any smalls that are heavy still? I don't think I do. If I did, that's what I would do. Or I could give him a heavy, or I could give him the hyper laser. Because it's what, 9 tons for this? Yeah, I could find the tonnage for that, right? If I pulled this off, this brings me to 1.5 tons short. Pull the exchanger off. Puts me at a heat efficiency of... Never mind, I forgot just how stupidly ridiculous that heat control is. Right, so it doesn't look like I've got any heavy smalls with which to rebuild my beautiful mech. So it will have to be clan ER smalls. 1, 2, 3. So this will put our heat control. Heavy small lasers are meh, pretty inefficient compared to ER smalls, longer range. Yeah, but they hit like a truck. That's the point. It's not about efficiency, it's about damage. So we're heat sinking of 63 for 86, so it's definitely improved. We can probably alpha strike a little bit more often while in closer to melee ranges. Everything else in this mech is fairly solid and reliable. I mean, even down to the LRM 10s. So that's good. That'll be all fixed up in a day. 30 damage versus 20. Yeah. Yeah, that's significant, man. That's an entire additional heavy small laser that you're getting out of that. Manage tasks, put you up above, bring the Arctic Cheetah on up because you're highest in the queue. We want to get our battered and beaten down ones fixed as soon as possible. And now we need to chill for a few more days as we just get everything ready to set. So Mombird and structural reinforcement will be done soon.
Hey, boss.
Unfortunately, I can't move structural reinforcement into the next upgrade that I wanted to do, which was Mech Bay 3, because Mech Bay 3 is going to be 2 million Seavils basically. But that will be the next thing on the build, just in order to give us that 3rd repair slot, even without the additional space. So, a little bit more. And hold extra practice. High spirits on Arclight. Good job. And we need 1 more day. Stop. Nova's in 9 days. I'm not going to bother with it. We're just going to give one last check on the mech bay, make sure everybody's set and ready to rock. Aside, of course, from you. You'll be built later. So, frontliners, not frontliners, being built. Yeah, this is going to be great again. I really wish that these were extended into actual longer barrels. You have a very good point. It's just that the small lasers have a +2 to hit to the heavies. I like them, though. I like the idea of heavy lasers. I think they're a phenomenal idea. They may not be efficient, but they are awesome. Contested will is a capture base. Logistical breakdown is an ambush convoy. Plan to justice or settling a grudge. 3 skull. Full battle. What do you guys think? Do we take this? Just go fully on it, see if we can't kill ourselves? Or maybe we wait for our 2 other medium mechs to be available before we grab settling a grudge. Capture base might be the way to go. Witness protection, programs and escort, attack and defend we cannot handle. Recovery of lost air is pretty good. 2 skulls, not all that difficult. Redgar wants it. Redgar wants the entire company to end now. You have the energy for a long game? Yeah, we can keep going. I mean, I would probably have to grab a drink during the loading screen, but the concern would be if we would die. So, and I don't think I have enough. I want to wait for the Nova on that, actually. Previously forgot a factor of the rule of cool. I think we take a couple more missions on the bottom feeders. Can't do attack and defend. That would be suicide. Capture base. It's against Clan Barak, and I don't want to piss off Barak too much. So, lost air is 4 of 17 for 500,000. 500,000 ain't all that much. It does piss off Barak even more, but that's fine. It's against Clan Barak, so it will be clan parts. So that's what I'm thinking. Firestarter, Lego, Zicamando, and of course the Locust. Arclight. Oh, I need to check pilots, don't I? Because that was a doozy of a battle, and they may have leveled up from that. Then we'll get into that. Alright, so. Whose side am I on? Right now we're on the side of building a company that can actually stand up in this crazy world. No, it's seriously a problem. There's not enough Barak missions around. Once we get closer to Barak space, that'll change. Right, you can get max evasion, plus 10% heat threshold or call shot bonus. Coach is driving that, so give him that. The initiative of the call shot bonus is pretty huge.
Standing by.
Ek is driving the Locust. So the evasion bonus.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Pipers are awesome. There's a HW up there. Oh, homeworld. Yeah. Well, if the homeworld's too hard for us to handle, then it doesn't matter. That's kind of the point. So I'm trying to find Barak space where I can take missions for them without being on a homeworld that is, you know, a difficulty 4
Waiting for orders.
or whatever difficulty they have. Yeah, Ronan, I'll get around to upgrading you. Swear by it. You'll see. All right. So Lost Air. We'll piss off Barak a little bit, but Barak will come to like us eventually once we finally manage to actually get the company working. But we do need to get into a more firm position before we can start really talking about it. It was much easier as Howl's Heroes in order to push our way into being a part of the Tortugan Pirates, because it was much easier to build a force that could fight what we were fighting and to afford what we were fighting. This is not the case while we're over here. So it's much more difficult to try and nail the enemy down on this one, unfortunately. So that means we've got to spend a little bit longer of actually building up the company to a point where we actually can handle these harder missions, where we can just walk into somebody's homeworld and saying, hi, we'd like to join, give us some missions, and they'll grant it to us at a reasonable rate. So, but yeah, Clan Barak space is a little bit further over in this direction. Next time we get a chance, we'll probably trail. He swears he will get a mech warrior killed and have a reason to use Ronan. No, we won't get him killed. And Ronan's a good pilot, but she's not that good. Partly because she never gets deployed, and that's partly because we're in the middle of a clan space, and that would be a bad idea. So, we will hopefully be able to mostly survive on this one. So, while we were loading onto this recovery of 4 of 17 priority salvage, hello you 29 people currently viewing this channel. I hope you're enjoying. And if you are enjoying, maybe press that follow button so that you can get alerts whenever we actually do stuff. Also, we get to see the cool little GIF from the introduction to MechWarrior 3 over in the corner. It's probably the best MechWarrior introduction ever made. So, you know, if you haven't seen it before, click the file so you can get an idea, and then go to YouTube to actually see the actual intro, because it's amazing. Yeah, but if you're enjoying, maybe press the follow button. If you like this content and want more, scroll down. There's a link to our YouTube channel where we play another campaign, Howl's Heroes, which is a Tortugan pirate start, who recently has gotten some really interesting things going on and is about to walk into a mission where, well, the next mission that I upload for Tuesday is going to be, we have 200,000 C-bills and a $1 million C-bill fine due at the end of the month, which, by the way, it is the last day of the month. So, fun. And also, if you just want to chat, hang out, talk with the people in our community, we do, of course, have a link to our Discord. Click on the little Discord Irby in the bottom, and he will take you right over to there to be invited. Maybe check out our Mech HQ game, which we recently had a massive counter-attack and a firebase, which we recently stole from the enemy. And that went well, more or less. It was 80,000 BVV of forces on that field, and it was terrifying. And there was so much metal on that field that it was kind of ridiculous. And a dropship and about a dozen aerospace fighters sort of bombing everything. So, terrifying. We did make it out in one piece, but the company will struggle to survive as they continue to move through the rest of their campaign on Betelgeuse, which is currently in the middle of the Endurian crisis. But yeah, enough about that. More to the game at hand. We're just going to move everybody down. I think we can all get down from here. I don't think that's a problem. I think I can follow a road. But if we get stuck, that might be a problem. Why do you think he keeps the lights? What do you mean? Oh, what? So, well, the real reason is because we can't afford to put in the heavies just yet. But hey, if we want to say that I'm trying to get MechWarriors killed, that's only for honor and glory. After all, they'll learn to be better pilots if they have to drive around a rickety tin pot machine. Although the Locust 2C isn't that bad. I mean, it survived an AC-5 shell to the face. So clearly, it's not too terrible. Come on, Loradell, you're not dead. Your mech is. There's a difference. The auto-eject system kicked in. It booted you out when the ammunition went up. It was glorious.
All systems nominal.
Well, let's check out that, because someone just went all systems nominal. Hello, Grognerd. Welcome to the channel. Glad that you can join and follow us from now on. You will get alerts as we do stuff on Twitch, and hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. So, do you play MechWarrior, BattleTech in general, or are you just passing on through? I am curious to know these things as I try and surreptitiously flick over to open up other screens, because I can't actually read the writing on the stream little menu thing. I used to look at just my OBS, but then it turned out that our OBS chat wasn't working properly, so we changed our OBS chats. And now it works beautifully, but now I can't see when people join, because there's a delay of like 15 seconds. But yeah, your charger was amazing though. Like, it did some fantastic work, Laurendale. You should be proud of what it accomplished. I think it actually drew first blood too by just planting an AC-10 or an AC-20 shell right in the back of a mech. It was hilarious.
Going turbo.
So, although another mech did actually score an AC-20 shot to the face of an awesome, which was also hilarious. So we did manage to get quite a bit. I've been playing RogueTech since the beginning, just as Lady Electo. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I will though, because she might kill me. Have BattleTech but not RogueTech yet. RogueTech is just oodles of fun. In my opinion, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, RogueTech fixes BattleTech. BattleTech's a good, solid foundation, but you know what? RogueTech fixes it. And then neither of them are tabletop, but still. But for harebrained schemes, BattleTech. There were a lot of options that I was surprised and a bit disappointed weren't in the game by default, mainly building options. And then RogueTech came in and said, like, here is everything and more, which was a lot of fun. Well, when you... Have a proper read. Just bribe her with chocolate. Ah, that is true. She's weak to chocolate, is she not? And we'll continue along this road. The Arctic Cheetah surging on ahead with its artillery marking tag.
Full speed.
We have not identified the target just yet, but we haven't seen things. I'm hooked after watching this. Aw, thank you very much. I'm very happy that you're enjoying it. And I hope that you too shall enjoy your own campaign. And if you have any questions, feel free to make sure you join the Discord so you can ask people. We have quite a few knowledgeable people about RogueTech in the Discord. Even a couple of developers have decided to join us and hang out with us on occasion. In fact, a couple of them are actually in the Mech HQ game. Shade, who did the model for the Avatar, the Templar, and the first battle mech that got implemented into this game that wasn't just a port from MechWarrior Online, which, not putting anything against the people, those ports, some of them are amazing. But he was the first original one, the Valiant, which we actually had in our Rippers Rumblers campaign, which was a lot of fun to use before we got it broken. But don't tell him that. He currently is driving a Phoenix Hawk with a hatchet. And then Raza also recently has joined Raza's crew. Wow, what a way to open! Nailing the head on your first shot. Jeez, that's evil. Normally watch us on YouTube and not on Twitch? Well, I'm glad you found us. It's my duty to help people.
Waiting for order.
Alright, so we have a problem. Our big, awesome scout mech has just been shot in the face, and he's not feeling it. Let's go kill this...
Copy that.
What are you? Oh, it's a Shamash. Really? A Shamash did that much damage.
Acknowledge.
Well, it ain't doing no more damage no more. I'm feeling really good about that, actually.
Want some scrap heat?
I want to charge her back, though, if I get a chance, but I guess we'll have to take the awesome. We're going to see what we can find in this shop, what's currently available, but yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get your charger back for a while. I can ship the original charger that you had. We did manage to recover the torso. However, it's currently in a depot that's like 3 months away, so that'll take a little while to get there. She's not scary. She's very spirited in her opinions. So we'll keep everybody moving forward. Goes up at the tonnage complaint.
No target.
Well, we're not complaining that much.
Hey, wait,
Actually, is the awesome... Yeah, it's 5 more... Well, the thing is, so Laurendale originally had the original Charger 1A with the gigantic engine, and that thing got shot to pieces every time it went out. Oh, great, it's a Clint. And, like, we would fix it, and it could work, but it kept getting shot to bits because it's got no armor. I didn't even mind the 5 small lasers where it's only weapon, but it just kept getting blasted to bits. So he finally gets his hands on a 1A5, and this thing is a murder machine. Like, Laurendale's 1A5 is awesome. I'm really, really disappointed I actually got destroyed. I don't think it awesome is on the same level as this 1A5. Fight me. I loved this mech. So now it's dead, which really kind of sucks, because they got it through a special event, and it was really cool. And now they don't have it. Give the client a little bit of love. Yeah, you missed a headshot on Jester. Jester got shot immediately. I just assume I'm talking to a 40k commissar when I speak with her.
Yes, Commander.
That's definitely a way to look at it. Alright, let's just get up here. Have we seen everybody? This is not a payroll heist, guys. Where is the rest of your force? Missing all of that, but that's okay. So hey, just joined, not super well acquainted with RogueTech, specifically just BattleTech. I'm at work, can't hear anything. It's double lance size amount of pilots due to the RogueTech specifically, or is there a standalone mod? It is RogueTech specifically as far as I know right now. Someone may want to chat that because he can't actually hear me speak.
Heading out.
Yeah, Villainy and Chaos, one of our recent followers. Yes, your 1A5 was amazing, and I will miss it tremendously. So,
Yep.
The second Lance is a little bit in beta, though, at the moment, so it's not perfected,
All right,
but they're working on
full
it.
speed.
Seriously, if this is the only thing that we actually run into, I'm going to be so disappointed. It's standalone? You can actually install mission control without it? Because can you get mission control just on the Nexus? I know other mods have also implemented it as well. And the other mod I can't remember? Okay. And do I want to shoot? Yeah, I'll shoot the pulse. 'Cause why not?
Confirmed. Firing.
Little laser light show. Hey, we hit him twice. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Yes, but you have to adapt it? Okay. So we've managed to nick him a couple of times. He has been touched. I'm really kind of disappointed that I'm not facing like clan mediums because it's a Clint 2C. And who gives a crap about a Clint 2C? First of all, it looks like a Panther. Oh, it's got an LBX. That's cute. That's adorable. So what about me? Well, it means you get to go on vacation for a bit. While we prepare your other mech. Although all of the mechs got pretty badly mauled in that mission. Like, it was rough. We were staring down so many assaults. There were like 3 awesomes, 4 or 5 stalkers. It was brutal, is the best way to put it.
10-4.
Missed them both times, but that's okay. Yeah, that mission was something else. I was very concerned when the Aerofighters made their first pass and just blitzed everybody. I was like, huh, I may not be able to accomplish this mission. And then we pulled through by the skin of our teeth and the awesomeness of our pilots.
Let's go.
Still nothing on sense. Are you seriously the only guy here? I'm not even going to waste an arrow for a tag on you. Although apparently we missed the heavy large laser because we didn't shoot it. Enemy phase on 14. Apparently not moving.
How can I help?
Yeah, I suppose we just keep going forward. Eventually we'll get a decent enough line of sight on them and we'll blast them away. Yeah, sure, why not?
Here we go.
Hey, we got a hit on them. That works. And the dropship doing oh god, that dropship. Just an amazing display of missiles, lasers, and autocannons. Is there vids for Mech HQ? We have streamed it a couple of times. So yes, there are. Look for, I think it's just searching YouTube for Mech HQ Striking Serpents, and you should come up with a couple of videos. So we haven't streamed them all that often, but it does happen again. Oh, Phoenix Hawks. No, not a Phoenix Hawk. Give me cool things. Things with the reversed legs. Those are cool.
Take this.
Everything you got. I don't think he liked it, but that's great. I think Diamondback is in pretty good shape. Oh yeah, Diamondback, aside from a little bit of armor shaving and some ammunition that needs to be restocked, they're fine. They didn't care at all. Mainly because nobody was shooting them. That's not entirely true. Shade got lit up by it. Oh, nice shot. Shade got lit up by
Receiving you.
a Cyclops that almost got him. Fortunately for him, most of it didn't hit, but the parts that did hit was quite painful.
Now let's see how
But it didn't actually penetrate his armor, so that worked out quite nicely. So yes, LEGO once again managing one of those super long-range shots that only LEGO seems to provide.
Roger that.
Just from nowhere, the Gauss rifles with the breaching
This
shot.
isn't going on my permanent record, is it?
I like how whenever LEGO just nails a sub 40%, the chat just gives the little LEGO emote. Makes me very happy. That was the first emote I made. LRM-10s, let's tear those down. We'll shut off one of my ER smalls. Shut off 2 of my ER smalls. Keep the heat under control. I don't want to waste anything just yet. Hey, his engine's been crit. Oh, his battle computer range has been destroyed, and he's feeling a bit unsettled. As you do when you're getting shot at by an entire... I don't even know what to call it. It's not a Nova, because we're not combined armed assets. We're not a star, because we're more than 5 mechs. And then we're charging and annihilating everything in your path with a shoulder. I hear there's a charger. It needs some TLC. The charger's in pieces. The charger is dead. It suffered an ammunition explosion, which blew it apart. There we go. Good hits. Right arm destroyed. Oh, we lost the LVX. I was kind of hoping to save that. I mean, not for any major reason, but it would have been nice to have. We got another mech off here. What are we? Oh, it's another Nova. I just sold all my additional Nova parts. Huh. Well, I feel stupid. Breaching shot. You missed. You breaching shotted me with a medium laser. Or cluster frac. I suppose that could be one way of putting it. And a little another Shamash reconnaissance vehicle. Okay, so we've identified a single star so far. We just need a little bit of accurate fire on the Shamash, because apparently even a long-range shot from a snub PPC was able to break it. Oh good, we're inspired. That'll make our lives much easier. As we rush on in here to see if we can't kill everybody. Do you have a shot on that Phoenix Hawk? Not particularly, so no, you're not going to waste it. Mech designed for long-range fire support. Can't even long-range fire support. No, it does a fairly decent job of when we actually put it in the right positions. The Nova will probably take over that role, though. It's barely able to pay attention. Did Black Sheep do anything of note? Oh, when you say Black Sheep, it always confuses me because we had a stream campaign called the Black Sheep Squadron. So you were in a Raven 2X. The Ravens were really providing a whole bunch of fire support in the back. So what they were doing for the most part was just basically keeping the back of the Awesomes covered while they were getting utterly blasted by everything. I kind of want to steal you, so I'm going to wait on you. But for you, I'm just going to see if I can't kill you immediately.
Roger that.
Hey, you're gone, so I don't have to worry about you anymore. Goodbye, Clint.
Enemy down.
It would definitely be how Apollo would. Oh, how he would name it? Yes. We're going to slip on over here just so we don't incite reinforcements until after we kill everybody. The commander will zip on forward as well. No target there. No target anywhere. That's alright. Probably doesn't have a very good target anyway. And we're set there. Ick can move forward as well. And Eck will have a shot. And we don't care if Eck has a good chance to hit or a bad chance to hit, because if he shoots, he will hit. That's the rule. He's using streak LRMs, which will always hit, regardless of anything. Not even joking, they lock on, and if they don't actually get a hit, then they don't shoot, which is super useful. Oh good, fire everything.
All weapons are go.
I think we missed with everything. No, we must have hit, because he did lose a little bit of armor.
Negative damage.
Apparently not. Apparently he took that damage from other places. Okay, the drop bear is surging forward. The drop bear really kind of needs to be a little bit closer to Mechs to be able to use itself effectively. Shoot the Shamash. If I hit it enough times, it'll just go away. No, it's not. Excuse me, you took my evening mess for free. That's the streamer's good luck. Ah, don't worry about it, man. We're all having a good time. It's the relaxed part of the stream as we basically just go through and knock out the competition. Missed by 27%. Not terrible. Still did better than I was expecting. Alright, how's the enemy tend to respond? Oh, I thought he was going to punch me for a second. That's a lot of pulse. So this is quite clearly a Blackhawk Prime. Oh yeah, it is. It literally is. So he's got 12 medium lasers, which, you know, that's a little bit overkill, just perhaps. But yeah, Blackhawk Primes are very interesting. Maybe relax stuff going down. Relax yourself, man. Don't stress it out. We're all having a good old time as the enemy tries to figure out why they just want to stand still around the place. Oh, he might be stuck. Anybody know if the Blackhawk Prime has a set of jump jets on it? I know some of them do, but I don't know about the Prime. 22%. Am I gonna fire? No.
I hear ya.
All right, so continue to move the Drawbear on in here because the Drawbear has pretty much already marked out the Shamash for death.
All weapons.
Lasers, and it's gone. I love how it explodes so incredibly violently because it's so tiny. Coach, on to you. Bring the commando forward a bit. See if we can't pull off this Phoenix Hawk.
Here we go.
Oh, we did get quite a few hits, and we even managed to target acquire it. That'll make Punisher's job easier. Assuming Punisher can see the target. There we go.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
Wow, only a 6.5% chance to hit. 32 rear fire at him.
Roger.
Hit him both with the Ultra Autocannon.
Yes,
Missed with the Gauss Rifle, though. The Gauss Rifle is where a lot of our penetration damage comes from. Hi, you. And more missiles, just to plink away at your armor. Eventually we will penetrate and we will annihilate everybody. Hello, all you 32 people. Wow, that seemed to jump from the last time I looked at it. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can all join us. If you're enjoying the content so far, make sure you hit that follow button so I can watch the little icon that's going to come up somewhere around here that shows the MechWarrior 3 intro, along with a little sound effect. It's quite fun. And yeah, that's really the main reason I want you to follow. Although, you know, I like to have people who are enjoying the content as well. So if you are, we would love to have you along for the ride. We will probably... Yeah, you're incredibly vulnerable, aren't you? Yeah, they're probably going to call in reinforcements at this point. Maybe not. Let's nuke them. And there goes the arrow for artillery strike. So a good hit on that. That'll make him a little bit tipsy.
How's it going?
And then I can push the Viper right in on him. The Viper's getting really close to that overheat line. Jeez, this thing's fast. That's really the only way to look at it. This Viper is stupid fast. It has like no space for anything but engine, but it is super fast. Shut off the snub. Just go with the heavy mediums. That's fine. And someone donate and check out Discord page. Yeah, Sprog also reminding you, if you want to, maybe subscribe to the channel if you really want to support the efforts that we're doing here. September, unfortunately, we learned as of the last stream has ended, so you don't get to have the super awesome discount on it. But hey, if you have a Twitch, if you have, not Twitch Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free Twitch sub that it just gives out to you that you can hand off to anybody. I normally give mine to Critical Role when I'm handing them out whenever I have it available, just because I really enjoy their RPG content. But hey, if you're enjoying our content like that, maybe drop it on us and we can enjoy it all together. Also, it plays a different intro. I think it's Mech Warrior 4's intro. Yeah, basically everything that you do with the channel will basically pop up a little box over here that will show a small animation about cool stuff, which is a lot of fun. I know when we get hosted or rated, I think it ends up playing the missile scene from the Mech Warrior 4 intro, where it just shows them firing a ton of missiles. Like, subscribe, obey.
Talk to me.
We're not evil, we swear. Well, we're working for the clans, so maybe we are evil. Might be a bit of a problem. Aw, thank you, Rekir. I very much appreciate it. Since you're so vulnerable, I'm going to activate the Warlord ability and just nail you with everything I've got. And that's quite the heavy structure. It looks like it falls over every single time he gets hit, which is hilarious to me. Alright, Coach. Yeah, time for you to... oh, that's why we can't hit the broadside of a barn on that Phoenix Hawk. He's jamming everything. So we'll just keep the fire going down on him. XL crit, so clearly we've got a torso that has been exposed quite badly. I think it's the center torso too, so he's probably in a little bit of trouble. Alright, Apollo, do you have a ECCM? You don't, so you're just going to praise our corporate overlord. Come on. Twitch Prime, or Amazon Prime is great. Amazon Prime is going to be coming out with The Expanse in a couple of months, and that's going to be just so fun. I've been waiting for this for so long. Season 4 of The Expanse is coming out in a couple of months, and that is the best reason, in my opinion, to subscribe to Amazon Prime. Because of that. Okay, Drop Bear, you're going to kill it. Ain't no way it's not. It didn't. Wow. Drop Bear.
Hit like that and you're toast.
I was expecting him to be dead.
Right, Commander?
You made it look bad. Ah well, he'll be fine.
What do you need?
Drop Bear has done way more than his share of just ridiculous amounts of firepower anyway. So it's not the biggest deal. I don't think Lego's going to get in range for another shot. It's tumbling down the mountain over and over and over. Eck, you're up. Bring the Locust. Actually, no. Kill the thing. Go. Eck.
Waiting for orders.
Go kill that, kill the Nova.
Cry havoc.
And there we go. All taken care of. Oh, I don't want to. Does squats and survives. Never skip leg day. Leg day makes you invulnerable to missiles. This is fact. You can't prove otherwise, I swear. So what's the Phoenix Hawk going to do now that he's all alone? He's got a pair of mechs in his background. He's going to move forward because he's going to fire a PPC at point blank range at a cheetah. So that's okay. But we don't appreciate poachers around here. And so we're going to have to end you pretty harshly. Oh, Arclight's going to get a shot. It's going to be beautiful. As long as Arclight doesn't hit anybody. 30%.
All weapons, fire.
Nailed it. Lego once again coming through with the beautiful shots. Gorgeous. That was gorgeous, Lego. You should feel proud.
Roger.
I'm just trying to get some penetrating hits on your wherever you've got your ECM system. Okay, we're cooking a bit. We need to take that under control. Punisher. Punisher. Oh, you can see from here. Lovely. Can you repeat what Lego did? Yes and no. The yes is, well, you missed the Gauss rifle shot. The no is you missed the Gauss rifle shot. The yes is you killed it. So we'll call it a draw. Alright, just get everybody in this thing so we can actually claim the recovered air as our own. I'm gonna be honest, a little bit of a disappointing amount of stuff to get out of this one. I was expecting cool gadgets, but maybe I shouldn't have been. It was only 500,000 C-bills anyway. So you get about 1 lance per 500,000 C-bills, and we probably are only facing this one. Okay, Air, get on one of these boats. One of these mechs will carry you to your victory.
I copy.
There we go.
The asset is in hand.
And we're out. Good job. So mission successful all around. We had a whole bunch of fun with everybody. Now let's see what we can actually steal for loot out of this one. So, I don't think it's going to be all that much. I mean, the Shimashas aren't anything special. The ECM system, we may have stolen that, because I don't think we broke it in that torso. If we're lucky, we didn't. And that'll make us in a much more comfortable position as we continue to move forward. We got 3,000 C-bills. That covered the drop cost. We're good. And fairly decent on that. How else are we doing? So no major penetrating hits, although there was a headshot on one of our mechs. I kind of don't want to grab the Nova Prime just out of the principle of things. A whole bunch of Clan ER mediums. Thank you, Blackhawk. We stole everything out of that one. A whole bunch of ER smalls as well. Those must have come from the schmucks. And a whole bunch of battle computers. So criticals, recoils, -1 recoil, 4%, boring. And BC tracking, also boring. Advanced targeting computer. Wait, can you add multiple computers to a single advanced targeting computer? Or does it only handle the one? Guardian ECM is probably what we're going to grab out of this. Whole bunch of normal heat sinks. Whole bunch of double heat sinks. IFF jammer. Oh, Omnipods. Lowers. Slick Suite. LBX, Slug, and Normal. Or you can add as many as you want. Oh, that's interesting. And Tier 3 Patchwork Materials. I don't really need hands since we rarely need hands. Because it's melee accuracy, and who the heck needs melee accuracy on a clan mech? Not all of them are useful. Whole bunch of jumpers that we hope we don't get. So the IFF jammer, the Omnipod lowers, the Patchwork Materials, and the Slick Suite ought to make us happy. Because there's no double heatsink kit on this one. 1 ton and 1 slot per module. I gave up on battle computers. Ah, but you can start stacking crazy amounts of called shot. I mean, that's 12% right there. Scummy clanners. I don't necessarily disagree. Watch, we're going to get like 15 different medium lasers. Well, not that many. Give me the Nova part. Hey, we got all the mech parts, so we're really close to building a Phoenix Hawk. Which, you know, that's 45-ton mech. It's decent. We got all the targeting computers. We only got 1 of the medium lasers. That's good. And a case, just in case we wanted it. And a hand. So, not bad. So, despite the fact that it wasn't a particularly fascinating mission, we got basically all the good gear out of it. So, yeah, that was fairly nice. Didn't do much for us in terms of cash, but in terms of getting the company sort of back on track in the path that we want to move, i.e. towards that 3-skull battle, yeah, that's not terrible at all. So I really want to take that battle once we get the Nova back online, because the Nova is going to be 9 days at this point, and that's mostly repair work. The 2C that 2C Cicada, we could put a hyper laser on, or we could put 3 large lasers on. Not sure which one we want to do. If anybody's got any suggestions on that, let me know, because that ought to be an interesting piece of kit to try and bust out and actually do a little bit of work with. So we've got just that to build. It's going to cost us about 1 million C-bills to build, purely because it's wrecked and doesn't have its engine intact, which that's going to be a whole nother repair job right there. So medium mechs, quite expensive when you're trying to put in Clan XLs. So Davian fighting back against Tortuga, and then Wolf just losing a whole ton of territory to Tortuga. You expect heavy epic slam fights. 10,000 for 2 days. That's not bad. How heavy is the hyper laser? 9 tons. So we have 12 tons of laser space. So, if I install RogueTech, can I still play regular Battletech? I don't know the answer to that question. I know they're trying to make it easier, but I don't know the answer to that question. I do not recommend, however, doing RogueTech first. I do recommend playing the base game first, just to get used to the mechanics. What are the misfire chances? Let's go take a look. It's going to take us 2 days to fix our mechs. But the Cicada, refit and repair. Hyper Cicada. Hyper Cicada? So if we patch all that, we pull out that, and we rip that out. Actually, no, we're going to need that. Put that back in. And pull that out. And then we came over to equipment, or no, weapons. Lasers at the bottom is a hyper laser. Can't fit it in the center torso. So on the right torso, this hyper laser, 15% misfire chance. Mitigated, of course, by gunnery. So it's quite dangerous, but astonishingly powerful. Now, in order to do this, what we would then need to do is we need to come over and put in a Clan XL engine, which you'll notice is 600,000 C-bills worth. RogueTech is 10 times harder. RogueTech's different. I don't know about harder. That's the thing. A lot of people are like, RogueTech is super hard. I don't really know if it's harder. It's different. I know that seems such a trite thing to say, but I actually do feel reasonably accurate about saying that. It's a different experience. It is not going to fight you in the same way that you would fight in a normal battle. So, can I actually get this heat under control? Oh, we did. We did it just immediately. Steeper learning curve? Definitely. Oh, yeah. 100%. I would agree with that. Steeper learning curve. No, not clan endo. Just normal endo. We don't need the slots for it. 2 crits and blows up for 90 damage. That would suck. Yeah, we know about the misfire chance, but we're trying to figure out what we want to do with it. So if we don't do that, the other option is to go in weapons, lasers, and ER large, ER large, ER large. That's our other option. So what do you think, Spro? Is that what you want to do? What is the actual effect? Oh yeah, it explodes. It's bad. It goes ba-boom. The other option, of course, being large lasers, which I don't think I need nearly as much heat efficiency here. Oh, I do. 72 for 108. Need full armor. It's going to be kind of difficult to full armor on what we've got. Also, this would be definitely a long-range fire support build. I mean, we would not be able to get all that close to the target in order to actually use this thing. So the full build on this is going to be... where is it? Where did I put that sensor tracker? Oh no, that's the other one that got that. Oh, right. Select suite. Energy. Sensors of some kind. I'd like some good ones, but I don't think I have any. No, we don't got any good sensors. So it's either the plus 5% plus standard, or we throw in an IFF jammer. You think the hyper laser is a good... It's 72 heat. So if we pulled all this off, and we threw on the hyper laser, that's easy with the hyper laser because we know it's at the bottom. We'd have 3 tons available. Our heat efficiency would be 72 for 72, which, you know, is pretty decent. Hyper is way better than 3 ER larges. If we want to risk it, that's the key. Now we can use all this tonnage to, you know, armor the crap up and also give us some other fire support gear. I don't believe I have many battle computers, so that might not be... No, I do. I have a ton of them. Critical, recoil, tracking. I mean, if we did that, we're currently getting +1 with energy weapons, 25% increased critical, 10% increased weapon range, 15% heat generated. That's going to toast us a bit. Add more lasers. We could do that. That is an option. We've got 3 tons worth of lasers we could add. So what we could end up doing is just go over to and add 3 medium lasers to give it a little bit more of a punch. I've only got 2 of them though. Medium, medium, and... Or I could add in a whole bunch of smalls. Huh. Any autocannon you can add for 3 tons? No. 3 tons is not autocannon tonnage. The lightest autocannon I know of is the light autocannon 2, and that's 4 tons? Oh yeah, also it has no autocannon slots. We have a narc launcher we could throw on there. I don't know if I have narc ammo for it though. But yeah, I've got a narc ammo. The tags are the tagger. Tagger take up a lot of... Although I think... Yeah, that's one thing is the biggest ECM, which is a warfare suite at 3 tons. This is ECM in spades. That's full control right there. So at that point, I still have several tons. So what we do is we do this and V armor, and that's as much as we can armor. Because each of these is 0.12, so we're 0.6 off, or 0.006. That would be a mech right there. We could build. No tag to be added. We have the tagger, not a tag. It's going to cost literally all of our money to build a cicada. It is a cicada with a hyper laser, though. So there is that. If you're only taking 1 gun, give it a fire control system with breaching shot. The energy fire control system will just give us increased accuracy, which would help. Also, I'm not sure if I have one. Do I have one? Cockpits. Oh, we could give it the advanced targeting system. I think the increased accuracy is going to outweigh that, isn't it? So this will deal 100 damage on hit, which is just ridiculous. Redgar agrees with the breaching shot idea. Sprog is resistant. So the thing that makes me want to stay with the fire control system energy is despite the heat gain, which is considerable, it is a 25% increase in critical and a +1 accuracy in general. So we get a 5% increase in accuracy just off the bat, as well as being able to explode stuff more easily. which, pretty helpful. And a minus 50 minimum range I don't think matters for the hyper laser. I believe it's a 0 minimum. Yeah, minimum 0 optimal for 450. So that should be pretty powerful. Questing Bear wants a breaching shot too. See, breaching shot will reduce by 20, so we will lose between 20 and 60 damage, depending on the version, depending on what kind of bulwark they have. So it is rather severe how affected we are by that. Step down the engine. I could. I don't want to. If we did, that would free up a lot of tonnage. But this thing is fast. It gets to reposition wherever it wants, which, I'm a fan of. The thing is, what else would we put onto this mech if not the engine? Would we give it more armor? Is that really going to be worth it? And what sort of engine can I actually fit in here? Of course. I mean, the next step down is a 250. So that goes way low. The advanced targeting computer not give evasion ignore too? Does it? It gives breaching shot, which is great. Improves offensive push by 1. Subtracts recoil by 1. And that's it. So it's a recoil and increased called shot. So this thing doesn't generate a recoil, it just has a misfire chance, which is kind of dangerous. Alright. Call the hyper cicada. Confirm. And let us build this sucker. Let's see what it can actually do. So first of all, it's going to wipe out pretty much all of our cash.
Right.
Cash on hand, gone. How long is that actually going to take to build? Hyper Cicada will be 21 days. We're going to take this on time 1 day. Stop. I can't stop because I need all my pilots back. There we go. We have 15 days. Jester's out for another 10, which means Ronan gets to cycle in. So congratulations, Ronan, on your promotion. You can drive a Locust, which has missiles that can't miss. So you should do a fairly decent job. I want her with tactics because I'm starting to lean away from multi-shot.
Mech warrior training.
There are a couple of pilots I wanted just for the tag, but other than that, picking up the level of tactics for the initiative bonuses is pretty big. Is the Mark II the one that does that? What? Oh, is the Mark II. Okay.
How can I help?
Punisher's good. T-Bone is good. Jester is currently in the hospital. Exodus is good. Ek is good. Coach is good.
Aye, aye.
Arclight is good. And Apollo is good. All of our pilots are fully ready. Our main frontline mechs are fully ready as well. We need another 15 days for the Nova and 17 days on the Cicada. So or 5 days on the Nova, not 15. So we will be able to take that mission sometime in the next episode, I believe, because we'll get the Nova ready, and that'll be our big key to go and launch in on settling a grudge. In the meantime, we need to pick up about 1 million C-bills, so I don't know what all Cloud on the Western Front does, but we'll probably take it just for the additional cash on hand in order to grab that one. We may grab a couple of lower level missions. I mean, there's Nosy Neighbors, which is only a 1 skull and it's 209. We'll probably grab that for 500,000 C-bills. And Stubborn Surrender, same deal. That'll give us up on cash all set. So we'll be able to leave the planet with enough money in order to actually do something. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So, Contested Will we might take for cash. Because we're in a bit of a transition period at the moment, where we have filled up our mech base for the most part. We have 2 more slots should we stumble on anything. But other than that, we're in a fairly solid spot. We're starting to build up a little bit in numbers of our heavies, especially this Rifleman 2C, which would be nice. Catapult also would be a really, really nice pickup. I mean, it's a fantastic mech. It's not an Omni, though, so Omnis are really cool, just because they're so easy to fix. But as long as you can avoid taking the damage, it's better. Alright, so we're going to that stream there. We've been streaming for about 3.5 hours, so an extra long stream to make up for the technical difficulties we had earlier on. And again, if you're new and you're one of those 27 people currently in the chat, why don't you hit that follow button, maybe even subscribe if you've really liked the content, or head on down to our YouTube channel. There is a little YouTube Irby down below that you'll see. Click on him, it'll take you there. You can find more of this content. Also, the video on demands for this go up about a day later when they actually come out. This one will probably go up at 9 o'clock tomorrow. And you'll be able to watch it then if you want to watch it in all of its glory. So, yeah, glad you all enjoyed. Now let's go see about raiding somebody, because that's something we've been starting to get in the habit of, mainly because raiding has proven to be a lot of fun, and we like doing it. Mainly because it also helps out other Battletech creators, which we like doing as well. because BattleTech is not the biggest game, but I have the feeling that it can be. It's a great way of getting people back into this universe and hobby. There hasn't been a really good MechWarrior game in a long time, and this is a great way to get us involved in. All right, so let's go look to see who we want to give to. See if anybody else is playing something similar. Anybody see? Can we raid NWRT? Trying out the new beta release for RogueTech. Sure, let's raid NWRT. So, that's slash raid space NWRTZ. Alright, folks, let's get ready to jump on over and go say hi. We'll be prepared to raid in 5 seconds. 15 viewers. Oh, come on. You can all do it. We can all have a good time with it. We can introduce ourselves to him. I'm going to wait until after this Twitch Prime ad goes away, because the last time we raided somebody, I had a Twitch Prime ad that I had to watch for like 30 seconds before they were willing to let me see, and I totally missed his reaction to the raid. So prepare for the raid as soon as this thing goes away. And it's gone away. Alright, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, the chef can run out, Hydra. Holy shit! Holy shit, Tyrek! Hello! Greetings! All these people! 17 people! Good evening! How are you guys? Well, I can only say, the VTOL rotor sound has been removed. Everything else does not matter. You have to start small. I had a weird bug